And we are live and ready. It's a big match week. Match week 11. We have a lot of games to preview, guys. A lot of games. 10 games. No, 9:32 p.m. local time. We ain't got all night. And I actually travel to England tomorrow. It's crazy, man. It's weird. I haven't even packed my bag yet. You know what I'm saying? I cleaned up my face a little for the trip. Oh, we got a guest. Oh, shoot. Wasn't really, I wasn't expecting the guest so early. What's up, man?
Oh, what time you want me to come?
No. You could come now. If you have the time, you know what I'm saying? Once you have the time, you could come now, but I actually thought that you would have, relaxed a bit and just come on for the Liverpool City segment. But since you're here, we'll run through these games, you know what I mean? The other games, you give your thought. We won't be overly long, you know what I mean? And we get to the Man City Liverpool part, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan, right? But you know how I do my thing, you know what I'm saying? I go through my, the games and give a little head to head and all that. You know how I do my thing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Just remind me when we get to the Liverpool section, Liverpool City section, to turn off the music, because I don't want it to, when I send you a copy, that you get like a copyright claim for the music.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So how you feeling, man? I see you was live.
Yeah, I was talking about, some issue. I have a special guest from the Football Federation, Woodall Speed, my boy.
Yeah. You've done 100 videos with him.
Yeah. He's the one the people them, forget the information and stuff. Although them say we never beat him as yet, but always. But I'm a virgin from coach me and all of them stuff. So me and them have a good relationship.
All right, man. So Ryan, without further ado, bro, we come here to talk Premier League football, and we're gonna get into it, man.
All right, let me just a second. Let me share this to my community.
Yeah, do your thing. So look, just want to recap the results from the last match day before we get into this one. Nottingham Forest 1, Aston Villa 1, Crystal Palace 2, Leeds 1, West Ham 3, Fulham 1, Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2, Everton 1, Man United 2. You got Bournemouth 2, Leicester 1, Chelsea 3, Wolves 0, Man City 4, Southampton 0, Newcastle 5, Brentford 1, and Brighton 0, Spurs 1. Just to touch on the leaderboard real quick in terms of stats, Erling Haaland has 15 Premier League goals, Harry Kane 8, Firmino with 6, Foden with 6, got Alexander Mitrovic, Ivan Toney with 6, Jesus, Maddison, Leandro Trossard with 5, Miguel Almiron with 10. Assist charts, not going to run through the whole thing, but there's a top 3. Kevin De Bruyne with 9, Bernardo Silva with 4, Bukayo Saka with 4, notable mention, the likes of Firmino, Gabriel Jesus, Foden with 3 apiece, Haaland also with 3 apiece. I said I wasn't going to go through all, but might as well, man. Jack Harrison, Rodri, and Alexi will be on the list as well. In terms of clean sheets, Edison leads a charge 5, Rodri passes, and that's about it. We're not really going to go through all the other stats. Man City leads the goal scoring charts there, 10 above Arsenal, 13 above Liverpool, doing the goddamn thing. So Ryan, man, I don't know how sharp you are when it comes to the other teams, but I know you're sharp. Sometimes I don't expect you to be sharp, and you be surprising me a lot of times, you know what I mean, when it comes to your knowledge of the other clubs. So how you feel about the league table so far in Liverpool, and in regards to where they are comparing to City and Arsenal. Let me just pull up the Premier League table real quick so we could see the table. Liverpool a 10th. How you feel about that before we start talking about this?
So I'm going to. Can I go down to from 1 to go right down, because I think
we don't really. I don't really want to do that. It's going to take too much time.
Okay. Who you want me to speak about? All right, Arsenal. Let's start with Arsenal first.
No, I want to hear what you feel about seeing that you're a Liverpool fan, how you feel about Liverpool being pent in regards to City and Arsenal being 13 and 14 points ahead? Do you think that Liverpool still has a chance to catch them this season?
Definitely, Jurgen Klopp is a very good manager, very good man managing. I don't think he get a lot of credit for him tactics and so, but it's a very slow start by Liverpool. We are lucky. We are in 10th position. Some of the game that we draw, we should have lost. But it's a slow start, and I'm expecting. I'm not going to be this naive Liverpool fans that we beat Rangers several. Liverpool is bad. That is Rangers, and that is Ajax. You know what I mean? We win them 2 games, they come back in a Premier League, we get clawed. We should have lost the Brighton game up against Manchester City. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, man! Can we cancel this game, bro? Can we cancel this game? Or can we just give City 3 points and 3 goals? That
Nah,
would be a better,
I don't think it's that easy. I
bro. That
really
would
don't
be a
think it's
bet.
that easy.
No man, that would be a better. But I think we are lucky for us in 10th position. Just let it clear, bro. We
Yeah.
has been shocking poor. We can't even run. We don't have the stamina. Liverpool always finish the game like the first 25 minutes. No
Yeah.
teams doing that to us. If you look at our first 12 game, Dominic, we concede in the first 10 straight from last season come this season. Liverpool don't normally concede in the first 10 minutes. Now, we're lucky against Brighton. We should at least under 4 in the first 25 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Brethren,
So
where we at, we deserve to be out there. We deserve
so were you aiming for top 4, the
top
title?
4 definitely. Top 4 definitely. I believe title is over. That
Okay.
Liverpool thing about title is over.
So
You understand?
So, do you think that Arsenal could give City a good run? Arsenal and Spurs could give City a good run this season for the title.
I'm going to be honest with you, with the strength and depth with the Tottenham Spurs team. In my opinion, still, I know it's early. I know Arsenal has been very, very fantastic, and we can't go around that. And win today again in the Europa League, man, the man is on fire. But the squad is not deep enough. You're going to see the test of Arsenal January, February when you have the better team in the Europa League come down from the Champions League. We want to see how Arsenal cope with that. They has been doing fantastic. The group is weak, not much strength in the team. So them can rotate, them can make 8 or 9 changes a match and still win the game. But when it touch January, February, we want to see the real Arsenal. Tottenham Spurs, I have to say it, bro, like the strength and depth with the Tottenham Spurs team, I think Conte need to leg off of the handbrake a little bit. I think holding back this Tottenham Spurs team, you're not starting Bosuma in the team. Why you keeping Bosuma on the team? On the bench? It's joke because this Tottenham Spurs, they're very good going forward, but can they break down team when they don't have the ball? It's good. It's all when they play against City and the Arsenal. You play away from home and you play that part the bus and try to catch on the counter. But for the whole season, when they play against, you're going to play against more of the weaker opponents where you're going to have the ball. You need to break them down. I think that's the problem with Tottenham Spurs. But I have to say, man, the strength and depth. I think the Tottenham team is more strength depth. I think the Tottenham team, in my opinion, better than Arsenal still,
Well, so far Arsenal have proven themselves to be the
yes,
best team
but
in the league.
But one of the things that the opponents in the Europa League, remember in them, when it touched January, February.
So you think the Europa League gonna have a say when it comes to Arsenal form in
Yes,
the Premier
man.
League?
Damn. It happened to Liverpool, it happened to City, it happened to Man United. Remember when they play in the Europa League, you're playing against better opponents, and especially when they reach a round of 16 and the quarterfinal and the semi-final to travel back, it take a lot out of you. And if the squad is not deep enough, remember, this Arsenal team is very young. See it against Man United, you see it against Man United, and you see it against Liverpool. When they score, they don't have that maturity in them to say, okay, we're leading. Let's relax. Let's pass around the ball. Let's pounce when it's supposed to pounce.
Good
Arsenal
point.
don't do that. They just, when you're young, you're naive. You're hard for dead.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how Arsenal play. But when it come on to the nitty gritty and play against a better opponent's team, I want to see this Arsenal. Yeah, it's good. It's good and nice to be Tottenham and Liverpool at the Emirates. But what about when you go to Manchester City?
True.
What about when you go to Tottenham Spurs? What about when you go to Chelsea? It's
Anfield.
going to be a totally different football. And
Yeah, yeah.
after the World Cup, you never know what's going to happen. They can continue, they can prove me wrong, but I never doubt Arsenal. I think they have a quality team, very young, they're hungry, but I think when in nitty gritty, they don't have that experience and know how. Just like last season, we'll give them the
Yeah.
chance, last 3 games,
Well, hear
and they
me, hear
took it,
me, hear me
yeah.
out. You're coming on too hot, bro. Save some of the fire for when we get to Arsenal, bro. You know what I mean? We got 10 games to preview, you know what I mean? Save the energy. So look, let's go into the first game. Let's go to the fixtures. First game, a very tricky fixture to predict. This one coming up tomorrow between
Bright,
Brentford and
Brentford and Bright.
I don't know why this thing just did that, but pretty weird. Brentford versus Brighton. We're gonna take a look at this and just preview this game really, really quick. So just bear with me, hang in there while drink a juice. So Brentford 1, Newcastle 5 in their last game, Brighton 0, Tottenham 1. Both teams coming off of losses. So in terms of the last meeting between the two sides, I like to give people all the info, you know what I mean, Ryan? So they know when they watch the preview, they know exactly what's going on. So the last two games, Brighton defeated Brentford 1-0 and 2-0. And in terms of the last 10, Brighton do have 5 wins against Brentford, which is very, very impressive. Brentford do have 3, all in the championship when the teams met before Brighton got promoted. Remember, since Brighton got promoted, it never went back down. So this would be Roberto De Zerbi, the new manager, and Thomas Frank facing each other for the first time. Thomas Frank has 2 games against Brighton, and he has lost both those games. All-time Premier League results, 2 matches, 2 wins for Brighton. So in terms of some news updates quickly for these two teams, for Brentford, nothing. But for Brighton, Ryan, did you know that Enoch Mwepu, the Zambian international, he retired?
Sad, bro.
Yeah,
Sad.
24 years old.
Bro, when I read it on Twitter and Instagram and him actual page, Bridging, it's a devastated to know that you come from an African country, you dream to play at the highest level, and to see a career take away from you at a young age, 24. Bridging, you work so hard over the years to reach at the top, and you're only at 24. Bridging, him supposed to have sleepless night. Him better have the right people around him to give him that counseling, because trust me, it'll be devastated, that one. Because
That's your career being taken away from you, man. Your earnings, you know what I'm saying? Your money. You understand? And he was the most expensive Brighton player as well. So
bro, he has been Liverpool out. I was see what's his brother name, man? With James Pierce talk about him. So Liverpool interested in him. Him play very well against Man United. He's a very good, robust player, very quick. Play good against United, and he's a good player. He's a good player. When I stroll through him Instagram, where him coming from, them like tears want to come out of me. He usually play with Erling Haaland.
Yeah, he came to Salzburg.
Salzburg, man. I know that is a very good team that he's coming from. He win the Salzburg league. He win the league with Salzburg and things. So we run through him Instagram and I say, oh my God. And him just get married recently too.
Yeah, quite unfortunate though. So that's some of the latest news out of Brighton. So player availability: Brentford, Christian Norgard, Pontus Janssen, and Keane Lewis Potter out. Brighton, Enoch Mwepu retired. Jakob Moda, He's out as well until next year. Players to watch for both teams. I'm gonna go for the goalkeepers, Ryan, because I think for Brentford they've been leaking a lot of goals lately. David Raya has been suspect, and for Brighton, Sanchez is a good goalkeeper, but he's a little too like relaxed. Like he's always calm. I need to see more from him. You know what I mean? And this time we get to the prediction. Big up to Melina for dropping the super chat again. Thank you very much there, Melina, who says large up to the panel. Shout out Ryan putting Toronto on the map for Liverpool. I hope for a draw at best or Liverpool win. Wipe those tears. No touch Nunez. We need to keep City away. Yeah, man. So Arsenal fan in the house. Definitely. Melina, we gotta get you on one of these days and do like a three-man panel. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, you know what I mean, in the future. So you know, I'm a organize.
You wouldn't mind because me know you're a man that really love the collab. You wouldn't mind get a 1-2 people to come on with me.
When?
Yeah. Bro, like going forward, bro.
1 or 2 people to come on where? What do you mean?
Come to talk about the game, bro.
What do you mean? On my channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever it's possible, you know what I'm saying? Whenever it's possible. We'll talk about that, though. Definitely we'll talk about that. But big up to everybody in the house. Ryan, what you got for this game? Brighton versus Brentford.
All right. Brentford lost by 5-0 to Newcastle. That telling me that
5-1.
5-1.
Yeah.
That telling me that, and they draw against Bournemouth. Right? So if you look at their last 5 games, 2 loss, 2 draw, 1 win. Their last win against Leeds United by 5-2. All right. Brighton coming into this one, they lost to Tottenham and Spurs. They draw with Liverpool, beat Leicester by 5-2, lose to Fulham, win over Leeds United by 1-0. So the farm team really coming into this one is Brighton. I think Brighton away from home. I think they are much better suited away from home. I think they always play good away from home. I don't know if it's
true. That is true. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a team that travel very well in the Premier League, and I think the goal has been, I don't know what's wrong with Brentford right now, because probably still the manager philosophy still. I don't know. It's the second season in the Premier League, always find it problem for the team.
But this is their 3rd season, isn't it? Is it? No, this is the 2nd season.
Second season, man. They come up.
Yeah. You know, I have them going down. You know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have them going down, but you never know, man. You never know. But they're looking suspect right about now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm picking Brighton to win. I'm picking Brighton to win 3-1.
Yeah, I have a 2-1 prediction. I share the same thoughts. Brighton, very difficult to break down. A lot of dynamism going forward as well. A lot of threats. Pascal Gross, Trossard, Welbeck need to get some goals under his belt. I want to see Tariq Lamptey more often in the team for Brighton. And the new manager is going to, take some time to settle in the league. But I think, he did well against Liverpool. Wasn't so lucky in the last game there, as you could see, against Spurs, but they played well, and now I'm going for a 2-1 win. I think they're going to, bounce back after that loss and pick up, another 3 points, because they've done really, really well so far this season, man. So big up to everybody in the chat. Marcel is saying 2-0. Thanks for the prediction there. And in terms of the next games, before we move on to the next one, Brighton is 7th in the league. Their next game will be against Forest. So 2 games that they could win, and they should take advantage of that. And for Brentford, they're struggling somewhat. 11th, started well, but the form dipping off a bit right now. Their next game is against Chelsea, followed by one against Aston Villa. So Ryan, we're gonna keep it moving. You know how I do it. We're gonna move on to the next game, man. Interesting game. Leicester versus Crystal Palace. All right, so let's see the head-to-head right there. Last game, Bournemouth 2, Leicester 1, Crystal Palace 2, Leeds United 1. Last meeting between the 2 teams. But before I get into that, Ryan, What's going on at Leicester? From first impression, what's going on over there at Leicester, man?
You know that I rate Brendan Rodgers over the years, and I always have good things to say about Brendan Rodgers. But I think him time at Leicester City is coming to an end. I don't think the manager, the owner of Leicester City, want to sack him because they believe that he take them to winning the FA Cup, and he has done well. But I think him time becomes stale now at Leicester. I think they need to find someone because sooner or later, I
Hmm.
think this is the last game for him. I
And
think
the thing too is like it's gonna be expensive to sack him as well, man. You know, and Leicester City are not in the best financial situation right about now because
well,
they try to keep up with the Joneses and they fall behind, not getting Champions League 2 seasons in a row. It really affected the team because they put in a lot of money to get there and then fall short at the last minute. So you know they got to recoup, they got to take their time and get back to where they were. It's going to take a lot, man, definitely. So look, I'm gonna let you talk some more when you get to the prediction there, but in terms of the two teams there, the last meeting, it was a win for Leicester 2-1, and Leicester has not lost to Crystal Palace in their last 6 Premier League games, followed, actually following up after 4 straight defeats against Palace between 2017 and 2019. So they've been in good form against Palace, and if this is a game, this is a game where they need points. It's a perfect match they're meeting right now in Crystal Palace. So look, in terms of the two managers, Vieira versus Rodgers, only the third meeting. No wins for Vieira, a draw and a loss, and same record against Leicester. Against Crystal Palace, Brendan Rodgers has a great record: 10 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws. Awesome. 20 games for these teams in the Premier League, 8 wins apiece, 4 draws. So it's very, very level going into this game. In terms of some updates, some news updates. Well, for Leicester, Ryan, I don't know if you run into anything like that, but Polish goalkeeper Bartlomiej Dragowski is actually close to joining Leicester for around 8 million from Italian club Spezia. That will be a winter signing to potentially replace the struggling Danny Ward. I could never forget when Leicester City
Liverpool
paid about 14 million for
12
Danny
million in play, man. 12 million.
something like that. They got swindled, man. Liverpool always do that to teams, man. Swindle them. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know that me I gotta tell you the truth, bro. That's why I think Leicester need to freshen up. And I know that Finland they don't have the money right now to compete because they put in a lot. I think they're going to make the Champions League couple season ago. But when you look at their goalkeeper, bro, like come on, bro, you lose a legend, a player that
Yeah.
win the FA Cup, a player that win the Premier League, a part of your program. And imagine you let him go against what? Nice or
Yeah,
Marseille?
Nice.
Nice. And you don't
1 million.
replace,
Yeah.
bro, come on, bro. You must in serious trouble. When I look at Danny Wild, Virgin, it's a big joke, brother.
I
Big joke,
know.
bro.
No,
He's not good
definitely.
enough, bro. He's a second goalkeeper that play in the FA. He's not good enough to be a
You know,
starting
you know
goalkeeper.
where he is. You know where Danny Ward should be playing in the championship. I think he'll do well down there. You see what I'm saying? As a championship, he'll have a good career down there and he'll be happier. But in the Premier League, he's struggling big time, man. So look, in terms of some Crystal Palace, no news updates this week for them. Player availability: Leicester, Ricardo Pereira, Wilfred Ndidi, Nampolas Mendy, and Ryan Bertrand all out. Timothy Castagne is a doubt for this game. While for Crystal Palace, Nathan Ferguson, Nathaniel Klein, Jack Butler, and James McCarthy, and Chris Richards listed as out. Listen, players to watch for both teams. For Leicester City, I got to go with Jamie Vardy, man. This is a weird season for Vardy. You know, Vardy usually in amongst the goals. And this season, he's not. I don't think Vardy has scored any goals this season at all, which
Mm.
is very uncharacteristic of the Leicester City legend, man. And for Crystal Palace, Eberiche Eze. Oh, man. Listen, if a top 6 team don't pick this guy up very soon, I'll be surprised. What do you think about Eze in a Liverpool system, though? He'll do good. He'll do well because he has
Yeah.
goals in him.
I
But you
think
see, I
I
think
think
you know what, yeah, Liverpool. don't like. I realize don't like to take gamble on these type of players. I realize that.
bro. It's the English tax, bro.
You think it's gonna be too expensive?
Too expensive, and you know that one of the thing that because I think he should have at least continue playing. Well, if it wasn't for that long term injury for Eze, when
Yeah.
him coming from the championship, this boy is balling out. Me ask, who's this guy? You remember?
Yeah, I know, I know, I know.
This guy is balling out. So what
Yeah,
he's
he's
doing
good.
in the
He's
Premier
good.
League, yeah, what he's doing in the Premier League, in my opinion, his score on Liverpool is nothing as usual to me. He's just
Yeah.
very good, man. And as I say, he would have fit good in our Arsenal system, damn.
Yeah, maybe.
And quality player around him, better team in playing, you probably get the best out of him. You probably
Well,
see more out of him.
well said, man. Well said. What's your prediction for this one, Ryan? I'm going with a 2-1 win for Leicester. I'm going to continue with their dominance over Crystal Palace. Palace is a type of team that will score first and then give up the lead and allow Leicester to come back in the game. The reason I'm going for Palace to score, Leicester's defense shambles in terms of set pieces, goalkeeper, but I'm going to go for them to come up clutch in this game. James Maddison, he's been on fire. Harvey Barnes, these guys got to put their best foot forward and get Leicester out of the mud. Brendan Rodgers need this win. He's under a lot of pressure, and I think this is the game where they pick up 3 more points, man.
Definitely. I have to disagree there on this one. I don't see
Okay.
where Leicester City going to win this one. If you look at Palace, it's a very good team. Unfortunately, they play against Liverpool, they play against Arsenal, they play against City. They play some tough game earlier on in the season. Patrick Vieira do excellent last season. I think coming in this season, playing him opening game against this top team, I think with the win they're coming off for over the weekend, I think they're going to beat Leicester. And I'm going to switch it back on you and go with a 2-1 victory for Leicester. Leicester is dead, bro. And
Wait,
Brendan
a
Rodgers
2-1 victory for Crystal
2-1.
Palace, you mean?
2-1 for Crystal. I'm going to spin it back on you. Yes, Leicester
Okay,
2-1. I'm going to do a 2-1 victory for Palace.
okay. Fair enough. I just think Palace don't manage games well at all, man. They
Yeah.
look at what they had.
I
They had
think that boy is a big miss for them in the midfield, man.
Kuyate,
Yeah, no, man.
Gallagher.
Gallagher is a very good player. I see
Yeah,
him getting game time in Chelsea. I think he's a big miss that
true,
keeping the
true.
football and all of them stuff there. They haven't replaced him. Although alone him winter,
Yeah,
he do well.
check. Dukouri has slotted in well. I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think
But not the energy and the goal scoring threat from midfield.
yeah. Check Dukouri is a hard working midfielder. He's not a goal scoring threat like
And
Conor Gallagher
creativity.
was. Conor
Yeah,
Gallagher had dynamism, all round kind of player.
yeah, definitely.
So they missed that. So look, we're gonna move on. Third game, we're doing well, Ryan. I'm glad that we're not taking forever on these matches,
Yeah.
and we're running through the information and getting this out. And this will be Wolves versus Forest. First time ever they meeting in the Premier League. You just have some stats right there for both teams. Last game, Chelsea 3, Wolves 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Aston Villa 1. In terms of the last meeting between the two teams, of course, the last met in the championship, but the last meeting was in the Carabao Cup in 2021, where that game was actually a Wolverhampton Wanderers win 4-0. Forest actually has 3 wins against Wolves between 2013 and 2021. There's been 2 draws in there. So I think we're going to have a result in this game, you know what I mean? Most likely, and not a draw. Just a little sneak peek there. Steve Davis is the current interim manager of Wolves, and he is a long-time Wolverhampton Wanderers fan. I was actually reading an article about him, so it's like a dream come true for him. He's actually in charge of the under 18s, and he was promoted to interim manager. Steve Cooper, we know he won the under 17 World Cup with England. He did well at Forest last season, brought them out of the relegation zone straight up to the Premier League. And they have recently rewarded him with a fresh contract, which
5-year
is
contract.
weird. That's weird, right?
No, in
That
a weird
means, you know what that means? That means that they won't sack him,
damn.
unless there's something in his contract that says if he gets sacked, there's not going to be any like fees or anything paid. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn, they
And I
for
doubt
the
that's in
future,
there.
bro. They're preparing for the future. They know that
Okay.
he's a quality manager. They know that the first time around in the Premier League going to be difficult. They know that the player that they get promoted with is not good enough. They strengthen the team and they bring in a lot of player, and it's not enough time for the team to gel together.
True,
Probably in the
true, true.
second half of the season they will probably come together, but they base give him this contract because they know him going back down in the championship. Policy, Nottingham Forest is not good enough. Two of the worst team in the division right now, Wolf and Wolverhampton, and they're not good, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, this team, bro,
Yeah.
like, when you look at Wolf last 3 game, bro, 3 loss, 3 L without scoring and concede about 8 goals. Come on, bro. This is the
Yeah,
Premier League.
yeah.
Championship level, bro. And Wolf, Wolverhampton has been doing very, very poor. There has been a big drop off for the last 2 seasons.
Indeed. Indeed. Ryan, when I'm done with this, I have to redo the thumbnail so people know you were in here, you know what I
Bro,
mean?
you should have better.
But I thought you were gonna come on for just the Liverpool segment, man.
No,
But
because you know, me dey
uh,
on leave, you know, brother.
oh, okay. You have
Me dey on
time.
leave, and you see your time where the
Uh,
year show now, it suit me, bro. Because
okay.
after when you don't do what you are do, me don't do what me I do. Normally, me not don't do my stream and me I
Yeah.
clutch back and things. So
Yeah. So big up to Ankit in the house, coming all the way out of India. You got Ryan, Dominic Rich in the house, coming out of the Caribbean, St. Vincent and Jamaica. And I told Ryan, I said, Ryan, bro, don't fight up trying to, you know, talk like a Canadian or whatever. Are you from England? Give the people them the raw Jamaican flavor, you know what I'm saying? Give them what they deserve. Give
everything.
them the authenticity. But look, back to the game. We got some news updates, but before we do, just a quick head-to-head, 67 all-time games, as far as transfer marked. Sometimes there's more games, but not documented. 31 wins for Wolves, 24 wins for Forest, and 12 draws. So this, very, very good contest. And home record for Wolves against Forest is a very, very good one. They're more dominant at home against Forest. Look, just some news updates for Wolves. Julian Lopetegui has turned down the opportunity to manage Wolves as his father is not well. But I think that's an excuse for Lopetegui passing up the Wolverhampton job. Also, big one, Ryan. Pedro Neto requires ankle surgery for an injury sustained against West Ham United, and he will miss the World Cup for Portugal, if he was even being considered.
Bro, I feel sorry for him, bro. He's a player
Yeah.
that is a good player, bro. I would have loved him at Liverpool. He missed the Euro because of injured and then miss a World Cup because of injured. Fantastic player, damn. He's a
I
fantastic
know.
player.
Before he got injured last season, man, everybody was talking about that kid.
Pedro Neto. And even
Yeah.
it's not close to sign him at the back of the end of and for 50 million, they say they
Yeah.
want 50 million. It's just
They should have sold him. They should have tried to get the deal over, and it would have been better for the player, man. But look, in terms of some more news, Steve Davis, I mentioned, is the current interim manager, and he was in charge of the under 18s. In terms of Nottingham Forest sack recruitment chiefs after £150 million spending spree. So the recruitment chiefs, the managers, the people responsible for recruiting all these players, they got sacked because of the position so far. So I guess the meeting that they had, Steve Cooper probably said, listen, man, I didn't play a hand in these signings. Y'all signed these players. You guys went out and got these players. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think that is exactly what happened why he didn't get sacked. So look, just some quick player availability before we move on to match 4. Wolves, Chiquinho, Pedro Neto, Sasha Kaladzic, Raul Jimenez all out, while Bubakar, I think is his name Bubakar? Yeah, Bubakar Traore is a doubt. Is a new player. Nathan Collins suspended, and Ruben Neves is available again after his yellow card suspensions. He accumulated 5 yellow cards. For Forest, Musania Kati and Omar Richards remain out, along with Jack Colback. Players to watch for Wolves, bro. Diego Costa. I'm putting him on fraud watch. And for Nottingham Forest, Jesse Lingard as well on fraud watch, because Jesse Lingard had an opportunity I get to realize um to join Newcastle United and West Ham, and he turned down both of those to join Forest for 100 million. I think he's on 100 million pounds a week, something like that. Ridiculous wages, and he has done absolutely nothing so far. He's lost his confidence. Him and Dele Alli are really buddies for real, man. You know what I'm saying? I have to check up and see what Dele Alli doing over in Turkey as well.
In a Besiktas, right?
Yeah, Besiktas. Yeah. So look, Ryan, to get to the prediction. What's your prediction for this one?
Bro,
it rough, it hard.
I don't know, because both team not doing well, bro. Both team not doing well, and they're not scoring goal, but they're giving up a lot of goal. But with the experience of Overhampton in the Premier League, they're at home, new manager, they probably bouncing at this moment. I'm definitely going with the home team, and I'm going with a 2-0 victory for them at home.
Okay. So
and one thing, you need to put Jesse Lingard in the fraud watch to win him the bro. Like, this guy is a money grabber, bro. Nobody can tell me nothing.
He is on fraud watch. Definitely. And I get to understand that his family is from St. Vincent. He making us look bad, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the man should have go out with some.
Yeah.
And then him sign a 1-year contract with Nottingham Forest. So if them go down, him walk away free. He's the highest earner at Nottingham Forest. This boy is all about the money. Nothing wrong with that. But you just make it look so obvious you sign a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
Come on, even sign a 2-year and put something in a class, but come on.
What he did, he took the best option. That's what he did in terms of money. That's exactly what happened. I don't think West Ham was going to offer him that type of money on Newcastle. But look, I'm actually, both teams are from the Midlands, but it's not actually a derby though. I did some research and I was like, because I'm like, these teams are from the Midlands, but it's not like an official derby. But if you want to call it a Midlands derby, you could go right ahead. But both teams struggling. I think Wolves are struggling way more than Forest because we expect more from Wolves. They sacked their manager. Nottingham Forest didn't, and Forest are still trying to gel. If you look at the team, there's quality there, but it's like no cohesiveness.
Yeah, good manager.
Good manager. Dean Henderson is, good goalkeeper. They have brought in 25 players, but it's just weird. It's never been done. It's unprecedented. They brought in a lot of players, man. And you know what? These players are like rejects. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of players what was free, not really doing well in their team. Come. You know what I mean? Let's form a movement here. So, but however, though, I'm going to go for them to win this game. Wolves are struggling to score goals, home, away, on neutral ground. Anywhere they go, they're struggling to score goals. They brought in a striker injured. Raul Jimenez injured. We know Traore don't score goals. Mateus Nunes and Gonzalo Guedes, new players coming in. They haven't really contributed anything. You know what I'm saying? João Martinho and Neves not really the same. I don't know if they're missing, Nuno Espirito Santo or something, but this team has not really been the same since Nuno left. They did relatively okay last season, picked up some massive results, but they're not the Wolves that we come to admire at all.
Yeah. I wish Liverpool had played them now. Always give us problem, bro. Yeah, so Nottingham Forest for me not going to win this one. Nah.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm always on daddy duties. But yeah, I'm going to Forest to bounce back, man. They have to, you know what I mean? And this is the right team for them to do that again. So we're gonna keep it moving. Big up to everybody in the chat. We still, a fourth game, right? We're doing well, 39 minutes. We're on 4 games already, you know what I mean? That means we're on track to run through these within the next, let's say 30 minutes. We're going to move on to the next game. But before we do, let me just run through who these teams play. For Wolves, who are 18th in the league, Their next game is against Crystal Palace, followed by a derby against Leicester City. And for Nottingham Forest, who at they're in the relegation zone, not at the bottom, but just above Leicester on 5 points. Their next game would be against Brighton, followed by a matchup against Liverpool. And then Arsenal. You know, I heard to the grapevine that Forest are actually coming for Liverpool, the Ryan. So
My God.
look out for that. So look, we're gonna move on to the next game. This one is a massive one. This is probably the most low profile game this weekend, and that's Fulham versus Bournemouth. All right. So both teams came up last season from the championship, and this will be the first meet in this season. So in terms of the last game, West Ham 3, Fulham 1, Bournemouth 2, Leicester City 1. Before we actually get into this, man, Ryan, I just how did Liverpool defeat Bournemouth 9-0? And since then, they haven't lost. They have 2 wins and about 3 draws in there. Let's just go down to the recent form there. They're unbeaten in their last 5. Wow.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that, though?
Brilliant. Scott Parker, not good enough. Pick up 9 at Anfield. Get out of our club. If you see Bournemouth is one of the smallest stadium in the Premier League, and to see what he has done. Beat Nottingham Forest. I watched that game, man. That was a chiller. That was a very good game, man. And they win that one away from home. They beat Leicester. Everybody beating Leicester right now. So Leicester is like a dead food, bro. So this is going to be a very good test. I think with
Don't
Fulham
give your
last.
prediction yet, though.
No. Fulham lost their last 2 games. So both team will definitely want to win this one, especially Bournemouth wouldn't mind pick up a points away from home, but I think Fulham, I don't know, man.
Yeah, wait, we get to the prediction though, but in terms of the last meeting between the 2 teams, let's just talk about that. Last season, both they played two 1-1 draws, and there's been 4 draws in their last 10, and Bournemouth has a very good record in the last 10 against Fulham, only losing once, and that was actually at home in the Premier League back in 2019. Where both teams did get relegated that season as well. So Gary O'Neill, the interim manager of Bournemouth, first time against Marco Silva and first time against Fulham. And this would be Marco Silva's 7th, 8th game against Bournemouth. He has 3 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. So he has a very good record against Bournemouth there. So all-time Premier League results. This is only the 3rd meeting. 1 win apiece for both teams, and that season when they both got relegated was the first time they met in the Premier League there. So look, in terms of some news updates for both teams, for Fulham I didn't run into anything, but for Bournemouth, Ryan, I don't know if you heard this, but there's a American billionaire by the name, I think he's a billionaire, by the name of
Take over
by the name of Bill Foley. He was at the last game. And he has a verbal agreement in place to buy AFC Bournemouth for £120 million with the expectation that the deal will be completed in the coming days. So, that's good for Bournemouth,
so
man.
Tell me something, what? 120 million where them gonna buy Mbappe for?
Basically, Bournemouth being sold for chump change because 120 million is not a lot. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. When it comes to those clubs, you know what I mean? And these billionaires, that's not a lot of money. It's not really a lot of money for them. So
yeah, around that Chelsea sale for 2. Not about them time there.
Oh, okay. So look, the Americans are taking over the Premier League, man. And that's why I keep telling people every time they talk, oh, you Americans, but who owns the clubs?
Listen.
FSG, Manchester United, even Man City, there's a huge American stake in Man City. There's, Brighton, what you call it now, Bournemouth, and I'm probably missing a few. But it's just a lot of,
Bro, this is what going.
Burnley too. Burnley, you know.
This is what going to happen. Quick, before we get back to this result. Listen,
Mhm.
you see this thing where Chelsea owner coming out and talk about All-Star game.
Yeah,
It will be happening. It's just a matter of time. You see when
that would
America,
be nice though. That
yeah,
would.
you say American, they like to be the biggest and they like to prove that things can work. And you see, slime seem like how you see football running America and soccer and everything. It will become that sooner or later in Europe. Remember me tell you.
So if there's an all-star game, how you think it will be set up? Like, would it be like North
Bro,
versus
I don't
South
think
or
we need
stuff?
no All-Star game, bro. What better than a London derby? A Tottenham.
No, but I'm just saying though, if you're gonna have an all-star game, where you gonna have London versus the rest of the league? What are you gonna have?
No, like, I don't know.
Oh, what are you gonna have? Oh, maybe you have the champions versus a combined 11. From the
That's what Bull is saying, bro. And don't
yeah.
surprise it happen because American owner take over most of these clubs in America, in England.
Yeah, and in the future you might see an all-star MLS 11 versus all-star Premier League 11 and have like a little all-star tournament, because it's all about money making, man. That's what it's all
Money,
about.
money, money,
Yep.
money.
So look, in terms of player availability for both clubs, Nathaniel Chalobah will be absent for Fulham. He picked up a red card in the last game. Kenny Tete, Alexander Mitrovic, both doubtful, while Willian, Mana Solomon, and Liven Kozawa are out. For Bournemouth, Junior Stanislaus, Joe Rathwell, Davy Brooks, and Lloyd Kelly out, while Ben Pearson is doubtful, recovering from an injury. Players to watch: Fulham, I'm going for Bernd Leno, man. Look, if you check Fulham's stats and their last few games, they've been conceding a lot of goals. A lot of goals, okay?
Mm.
3 versus West Ham, 4 versus Newcastle. They did concede 2 versus Forest there, 2 versus Spurs, and 1 versus Brighton. So a lot of goals. So,
In
as
the West
much as
Ham game, they get a, in the Newcastle game, they get a red card.
yeah, but what I'm
First.
saying though, you could blame the defense in front of him, but he also have to, he's the one conceding the goals as well.
Yeah.
And for Bournemouth, Philip Billing, man, that tall, lanky midfielder, he's been doing very, very well for them in terms of goal scoring and just being very robust in the midfield. My prediction, I'm gonna let you know my prediction before you drop yours. I'm going for a 0-0 draw in this one here because for Fulham, they don't have the firepower of Mitrovic up top. He's injured. Even if he plays, I think he struggled a bit to break down this very resilient Bournemouth team. And for Bournemouth, they're not scoring a lot of goals either. But
Mhm.
they did manage to score against Leicester, some scrappy goals. But I just see a draw or a 0-0 draw written all over this one. And for Bournemouth to continue the purple patch of some sort after the 9-0 drubbing against Liverpool. Thoughts?
That concern me when they tell me about how many goals that Fulham has been conceded. It's not the Fulham that start out the Premier League on fire. All right, I think team get a used to them and know how them play so far. I think the way how Bournemouth playing right now, very cowardish, still getting um win here and there and pick up a jaw. You know, I have to agree there on this one. I just find it difficult to get a winner from this one. But you know what? I think I'm going to go in a sneaking 1-0 victory for Bournemouth away from home. They're going to make it difficult, but I don't think more than 1 goal or 2 goals scoring this one. So I'm going with a Bournemouth away win away from home.
All right.
Since
Well,
has been playing very well, not too bad away from home.
well said, well said, well said. So, in terms of the next games for both teams, for Bournemouth in 12 points, their next match will be against Southampton, a South Coast derby there between those two teams, followed by a match against West Ham. And for Fulham, who won ninth, started the season well, but, form dropped off, 11 points. Their next game will be against Aston Villa, followed by a matchup against Leeds United. Listen, we're going to get into a big game right about now. And let's talk Tottenham versus Everton. Remember, Tottenham are also coming off of Champions League football. Everton had all week to rest, so that could play a part in the result as well. Last game, Brighton 0, Tottenham 1, Tottenham 3, Eintracht Frankfurt 2 in the Champions League, Everton 1, Manchester United 2. In terms of the last meeting between the two clubs, Ryan, it was a 5-0 win for Spurs and a 0-0 draw last season. Everton have picked up one win. Well, in terms of the league, and also a win via penalty after extra time in the fifth round of the FA Cup in 2021. So only 2 wins against Spurs in the last 10. They do, however, have 4 draws there, but Spurs have some massive wins: 4-0, 6-2, and 5-0. So that will linger in the memory of Everton fans and players alike. In terms of Antonio Conte coming up against Chelsea, Chelsea, I said, right? Lampard. 2 former Chelsea managers here coming up against each other, and for different clubs, of course. This would be the second meeting where Conte won the only game, and this will be the 7th game that Conte is managing against Everton. 5 wins, 2 draws, no losses. Lampard's record against Spurs reads 5 matches, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. 60 all-time Premier League games between Everton and Spurs. 9 wins for Everton, 28 wins for Spurs. There's been 23 draws between the two clubs. So just to touch on some news updates for Spurs, Tottenham are actually in talks with Google about stadium naming rights deal. Ryan, that's a massive news, man, because that's Google. And if they manage to have Google, like the Google Stadium or something like that, that's a big chunk of money they're going to get. And that's big advertisement for Google as well. You know what I'm saying?
I hope Liverpool never ever do one of them crazy deal, bro.
Why not?
Anfield is special, bro. Why you want to mess with the name?
For more money, how you think you're gonna afford players like Kylian Mbappe?
Yeah, I understand that. Like Camp New and all of these name is so icon and special. Even Barcelona just add on
But
something for them name.
oh, you mean the Spotify, right?
Spotify, bro.
But
Like,
hear me out. Hear me. You ever heard about the Amex Stadium, Brighton? You ever heard about the Emirates Stadium? You ever heard about the Etihad Stadium? This has been happening, bro. It has been happening. So, it's been happening, and more clubs are going to adapt that to bring more and more revenue into their club. So,
more revenue for FSG, brother.
yeah.
Go back in it for buy a player, brother. If it go back for buy Mbappe, yeah, I will take it, but not money for go back to them people club, brother. Trust me.
So big up to everybody in the stream. Make sure you guys like the video. Nice having Ryan on. We on the 5th game, Tottenham versus Everton. We're gonna continue with some news here for Everton. Everton auditor considers walking away, raising questions over the club's financing. So there could be some, financial problems over there at Everton as well. But we're not gonna look too much into that. But look, player availability for Spurs: Emerson Royale still on a red card. Jafet Tanganga remains out. Well, Dejan Kulusevski and Richarlison are doubtful for this game. For Everton, Ben Godfrey, Andrews Townsend, Nathan Patterson, Mason Holgate all out, while Anthony Gordon will be missing from this game on yellow card suspension. Players to watch: Tottenham, Heung-min Son scored a brilliant hat-trick the other day, and he's coming off of a wonderful brace in the Champions League. So with Richarlison and Kulusevski being injured right now and doubtful, Son is the man, Kane is the man, but Heung-min Son has a point to prove, so keep an eye on him. For Everton, Dominic Calvert-Lewin fit again. He also has a point to prove, and with him in the team, Everton are definitely a lot better. So, Ryan, what's your prediction for this one?
Before me get into this prediction, I remember a couple years ago, me and you have this song, if it's the world class. Bro, I just tell you that this brother is a good player. I'm going to stick with that. Bro, to be a world class, bro, you have to be consistent over 5 years. Song hot and cold, brother. You understand? This earlier on of the season, the coach want to drop him. Now, score a hat trick, came off the bench and score a hat trick against Leicester City. Oh, them think Song is the best thing. Bro, he's just a inconsistent player, but he's a good player. Alright? Just want to sink that and rub it in your face more. But yeah, I think this game going to be a win-win, especially for Tottenham. They're at home, just coming off our Champions League. Actually, they're coming off a two back-to-back win. One against Brighton, clean sheet, a win in the Champions League. That's supposed to give them a little bit of confidence. I think Conte at home, I think he need to leg off for the handbrake a little bit. Give the man them a little bit more expression. Make the man them express themselves. Stop holding back this defensive. Bro, you're not going to play and win the Premier League like that. You understand? Give the man a little bit of freedom against Everton. Bro, Everton is not the team that they once were. They will never be that team, you know. I think Tottenham going to win this one. I think Everton, when they look at them last 5 game on board, they don't have it too bad, but I think Tottenham going to too much going forward for this Everton team, especially Everton always leaking goal. I'm going with Tottenham at home. London bouncing. This is going to be their third game on the bounce they win after coming out for that loss against Arsenal.
Well said, and I share a lot of your sentiments there as well. And look,
Where's about song, bro? Where's about song?
no,
You
Son,
agree?
Son, no, Son is I think he's consistent, but this season I don't know what it is with him this season, but he's bounced back with a hat trick and the brace. So you just need to give him time. It's still early in the season.
No, Dominic. This is
Remember, he's coming off of a golden boot performance last season too. You know what I
this
mean?
is song. He will win miss it for 4 game and then come back with a brace and everybody say, "Oh, this guy is fun." No,
Bro,
that's what he's shocking
son,
your brain down, bro.
son is the truth, bro. Son gonna pop
He
up
never
against Man City and against Liverpool and them teams, bro. Believe me.
uh,
So he's quality, bro. He's
I'm
quality.
not doubting quality, but don't put quality with world class. I just let you know that, brother.
Son is world class, bro. What's wrong
Everything,
with you?
bro. Stop.
Han Ming's son is world class.
He's not world
Let
class,
me
bro.
tell you why he's world class, right?
Mm.
World class player, I think, when compared to other players, you could say, yeah, they
So
stand
who
out.
him can compare? Who should bring in a Premier League and compare?
Look around the league. Look around the league. He's amongst the best.
He
That's
can't
world
compare
class.
against Salah, brother.
That's world class.
He,
Look,
he can't compare against Salah. He can't compare against Sterling, brother. Them man have been doing it for 5 years straight, brother.
I'd
Consistently.
rather have Son in my team than Raheem Sterling any
Nah,
day.
bro. I should man leave, bro. You're just bitter, bro.
No, you're crazy. Come on, man. Come on. But look, anyways, though, my prediction for this one, Everton, they have done well this season. Very, very well. The last loss they had was in August. I think match day 2 or something, right? So I think Lampard has really pulled things back. He was under a little bit of pressure. Those
Okay.
2 wins there against Southampton and West Ham really put them in a good position. This is going to be a tough game. I think against the more quality oppositions, they're going to struggle, with the exception when they come up against Liverpool. They always find it easier against Liverpool, right, in the derby. But in this game, even the Spurs are coming off of a Champions League match. They're used to this and they have depth in their team. Everton right now, they're struggling in terms of a lot of injuries where players like Yerry Mina, who you would want in your defense 9 out of 10 times. He's been absent this season. They've lacking a lot of goal scoring threats.
You know what, like
Dominic
Everton team?
Hmm?
He played for Belgium. You have a tall midfielder. What's his name?
Yeah, Onana.
Onana.
Amadou
Good
Onana.
player.
He's came into the team and looked really, really good.
Solid.
Iwobi has done well this season. but I just think they lack the goal threat, and they do let in goals, frequently as well. So I'm going for Spurs to win this one 2-1. I think the likes of Harry Kane and Son, maybe Richarlison will be involved, in this game. I'm going for the quality of Tottenham to prevail over Everton. I won't be surprised if Everton walk away with a draw from this one, however, though. So, look, big up to Obina, dropping the...
Bro, I haven't been seeing you for a long time. Big up, man.
Obina busy at work, man.
Well, I know. I remember when Obina sent me a super chat, right? And couldn't pronounce him name. And Obina pissed off with it. I say, yo, bro, okay, you don't pronounce my name. Say, no, Obina. She said, may I pronounce your name, brother? Time is a master, brother. You have to give me time.
Obina is a good guy, man. I actually link up with Obina one time,
Where in the US?
Yeah, we linked up, you know what I mean? We link up and had some dinner.
It's a Liverpool fans, right?
Yeah. We had some dinner in Manhattan. Obina brought this nice girl to the, his nice friend to the dinner, man. I was like, God damn, Obina, and she had a Jamaican boyfriend too, so yeah. So big up to Obina, who says Sterling better than Son. Ryan, the silliness. So look, man.
I did not say that, Obina.
Ryan,
You misquote me.
Sterling is the most annoying player to watch. Most
I did not
say.
I did not say Sterling better than. No, I said Sterling is more consistent than
Hell
Son.
no. Hell to the no. Hell no, bro.
Check
Anyways, listen.
Check the record.
Anyways, from the record, you and I, the record, Ryan and Dominic record, we tend to go down rabbit hole. I mean, I want to go down the rabbit hole right now. Okay.
All right.
So we have business to take care of, man. So look, we're doing very well in terms of time. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be here for 3 hours. I have a trip to prepare for tomorrow. And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm traveling to England tomorrow. I'm gonna go watch the Liverpool Man City game. Once everything goes well, I'll be at Anfield. Imagine the first Premier League game I ever saw. If once everything goes smoothly and I pop up, it's gonna be at Anfield, right? Crazy, right? Oh man.
Sorry, you're not gonna enjoy the game where you're supposed to enjoy it, bro.
Bro, it's all right. I'm gonna enjoy it, man. Don't worry.
Enjoying it, bro. I don't know, bro.
What do you think? What you want me in the city section?
Yeah, when crazy. Posting it and come, no,
no, it's all right. I'll take the time to look around. I will watch how the sad the Liverpool fans look.
Mine, I get a shock at the Anfield.
Oh man, we're gonna get to that though. We're gonna get to that. Let's move on. Match 6. Gonna run through this one. Let's talk West Ham Southampton there. In terms of the last game, Man City 4, Southampton 0. West Ham 3, Fulham 1, and West Ham did defeat Anderlecht. From the last time I checked, I think it was a 2-1 victory against Anderlecht in the Europa Conference League. So, look, tricky game for West Ham coming off of Thursday night football. Always tricky. Southampton under a lot of pressure here. So, look, last meeting between the two teams, a win for Southampton in the 5th round of the FA Cup, and also a win for Southampton in their last Premier League game. So, they actually, in the last 5 Premier League games, they've gone 2 losses, 2 draws, and a win. In the last 5 in all competition, they only lost once against West Ham. So this is a perfect game for them to bounce back after, their bad form. But West Ham do have quite a number of wins, 6 wins in the last 10 against the Saints. So the Saints are 17th, struggling. West Ham 13th, climbing up the table very, very slowly. Ralph Hasenhuttl versus David Moyes for the 7th time. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, very even. And against West Ham, 9 games, 5 losses, 2 draws, 2 wins. Against Southampton, David Moyes, who's been around for a very, very long time, 20 matches, 7 wins, 8 draws, and 5 losses. All-time Premier League results: 40 games, 12 wins for the Saints, 19 wins for the Hammers, and 9 games have ended in draws. So, look, in terms of some news updates for both clubs, for Southampton, Dominic Tedesco is one of the favorites to become the new Southampton coach if Ralph Hasenhüttl gets the sack, and that would be former Red Bull Leipzig manager as well. So for West Ham, no news article that I actually run into. And with them, it's tricky because they just played Europa League today, so there might be a few injuries that might not be covered. So in terms of player availability for Southampton, Valentino Livramento remain out injured, along with Romeo Lavia, who's on track to return pretty soon. For West Ham, new boy Naif Aguirre remain out, Maxwell Cornet injured as well, and Reggae boy Mikel Antonio is a doubt for this game.
Injured.
Yeah, players to watch. James Ward-Prowse, I don't think he has done well enough this season, has not really stepped up and lived up to expectations.
Need a move away, damn.
Yeah. I think when Aston Villa actually wanted him, he should have seen if he got that move, you know what I mean? I actually think James Ward, I've said this last season, and some people called me crazy. I actually would take James Ward-Prowse at Man City, but I don't think that's going to happen. Liverpool should have signed him. Liverpool should sign a player like James.
Why you always want to come give it so?
Because y'all midfield dead, bro. You know what I'm saying? You talk
One bigger
Thiago.
than that, brother.
Listen, all the commentators talk up Thiago this, Thiago
Of course.
that.
You know, so what
Thiago do? Bro, he doesn't contribute enough, bro. I'm telling you this.
Nah, bro.
Okay, keep
make Liverpool better.
Bro, it's an illusion. It is an illusion, bro.
I don't agree with you on that.
It's an illusion. Believe me, it's an illusion.
Just like how you never agree with me about Sang, I see him with Thiago, bro. Come on.
Thiago is an illusion.
Bro, he made Liverpool better.
Look at the effect of Kevin De Bruyne. Look at what he does. Even Gundogan in Man City. Look at what they do. Even when they play deep, look at what they do.
Player Dominic.
No, Thiago Thiago does not contribute enough in terms of goal production.
Bro, he's never that type of player, bro.
Bro, you need a type of player like that.
Yeah, but he's never that type of player. We need to buy an attacking midfielder. He's more a controller.
You need an attacking
control and dictate the game like Thiago.
Come on, right? If you had an attacking midfielder, right, in your team, maybe you would have won the league last season. And maybe
I agree with you, but Thiago wasn't the problem. Thiago is a more control midfielder, bro.
Maybe you would have won the Champions League as well. Thiago can't even make Spain 11, bro. And you telling me about Thiago? Come on, bro. Y'all need to discipline yourselves when it comes to Thiago, bro. Yeah, okay, he's a deep line playmaker. Where's the assist? You're making plays. How many players make plays from deep?
Check,
bro.
Check.
Even Rodri. Bro, if you're not contributing towards the goal scoring, your team gonna suffer, bro. I'm telling you that.
Look at when him pass the ball and give it to another person, brother. Come on, bro.
You know who's actually better than Thiago? Marco Verratti of PSG. Better. Thiago doesn't tackle very well, and we know that.
Yeah.
We know that.
No matter go back down there. Thiago, may I have this conversation 2 years ago?
I'm saying he had a better season than his first season. Last season was better than his first season.
What?
Last season was good. He was better than the season before. His first season, flopped, bro. Don't argue with me. Don't argue. Anyways, back to Southampton, West Ham, and this stemmed from me actually suggesting that
James a lot of time Dominic this him. I just saw Dominic when he like
James Ward-Prowse would actually fit into Liverpool team. That's how this thing came up. You know what I mean? So, look, Ankit is saying, even in the Bayern Munich side, Thiago wasn't the main midfielder. Overrated, but moments player, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm calling what it is. This is what it is, man. Yeah. Liverpool midfield dead, bro. Dead. You see what I'm saying? Not enough contribution towards goals. If you had more of your midfielders scoring and assisting, you would be better in the table. You would be doing better in the table, and maybe you would have won the Champions
I
League
agree
again
with you,
last
bro. But
season
what I
and the
don't
Premier
agree
League.
with you with, what I don't agree with it,
Mm.
you're telling me that Thiago. What you talking about, bro? Thiago?
Bro, he's done better.
Lad
Okay, but it's
Thiago, you
still,
talking about?
bro,
Come on, bro.
he's done better, but I think he could still contribute
Come
more in
on,
the
bro.
league.
Come on, bro.
Okay, when was the last time
Bro,
Thiago passed a ball to somebody and they score? Tell me.
bro, go and
No,
check
no,
that
no, no,
time,
no.
bro.
I'm just
You check it,
asking
bro.
you.
You check
When
it.
was you don't know
Bro, you check it, bro.
because you don't
Thiago,
know.
Thiago is the player that he pass it, give Roberto Firmino. He give you the
Bro,
most difficult. Come on, bro.
Thiago. Okay, let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. You think Thiago could fit it? Listen, into this Man City team right
What do you
now?
mean? And start.
Start where? Not because he
Start.
played on the Pep before.
Bro,
If Pep,
but I'm
listen,
not
wait,
start
no,
as
wait.
midfield,
Let
brother.
me say
Thiago
this. Let
start
me
not
say this.
anybody midfield in England.
Let me say this.
What
Let
you
me say
talk
this.
about them? Come on, bro.
Let me say this, right? Let me say this. Could I say this?
Bro, you always do that to Thiago, bro.
Why Pep didn't buy him for
The man
City?
never want to go on a small team. The man want to come at the biggest club of England, brother. Where you
Yeah.
talk about?
Whatever.
Where you talk about? Liverpool at them peak when we buy man, brother. Man, we in
what,
the one tier, bro.
bro,
Come on, bro.
bro? Listen. It's okay.
Put more respect for the man name, brother. From
It is
2 years
okay,
ago,
bro.
me I talk to you about this thing, and
All
that
I'm
you
saying,
can't understand what
okay.
Thiago do for Liverpool.
All I'm saying, it's okay, bro. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. We're gonna do a combine 11. If we do a combine 11, Man City versus Liverpool, Thiago get into the team.
Bro, we will get into that when we reach
Can't get into
stage.
the team, bro.
Bro,
Can't get
we
into the
reach a stage
team.
where we talk about that, brother.
Can't get into the team. Anyways, man. West Ham player to watch. Gianluca Scamacca, the Italian, definitely doing well for the Hammers so far in the Europa League, and when he had his chances in the league. What's your prediction for this game? Southampton, West Ham.
I think West Ham, when they look at them farm coming into this one, win the last two Premier League game. I know they start out very slowly because of starting bought a lot of player and they have to change and they need time. I think West Ham really find the formula right now. Beating Wolverhampton, beating Fulham. I think with the Southampton team, look at it. L. It's another L. 5 L in a row for Southampton. This is another coach that I think need to um, freshen up at Southampton. I think he doing time. I think West Ham going to take these 3 points. And I'm going with my first 2-1 since we're here. 2-1 win for West Ham United away from home.
Okay. Well, look, man. I think both teams are transitioning somewhat. Where Southampton brought in a lot of youngsters. They basically took They took 4 young players from Manchester City. Thank you very much, Southampton. For giving us some money there, and they brought in quite a few players as well. Sekumara, Joe Aribo, Bella Kochap, names come to mind, Chaleta Sa. So it's a lot of players they brought in. So they're taking time to gel. But I think Southampton's season was derailed when Romeo Lavia, the Man City youngster, got injured. Since he got injured, they've not done well. I think they've lost every game since. I think Romeo Lavia got injured. Maybe I can't remember which game he got injured, but since then they've just been losing every game. But I think this is the game where they bounce back because West Ham coming off a Europa League, a bit tired. They're gonna rotate again. Gonna be a little disjointed. And with Southampton, they are a determined team. Che Adams, Kyle Walker-Peters, James Ward-Prowse, the Armstrongs, the new players that came into the team. Bazunu, not a bad job in goal as well. You see, just narrow losses. 1-0, 1-0, 2-1, narrow losses just by narrow margins. So even though they've been losing, they haven't been doing that badly. And I think that's why the manager is still at the club. The board is saying, hey man, you're not doing too bad. We expect this, a lot of changes. Man
Young team.
City expect that. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Mm-hmm. It's a young Southampton team, and they will stick with him. Damn
Yeah.
result
Look,
not going in for them way, but recently when they stick to him always come out.
yeah, exactly, exactly. They've been struggling for quite a few seasons. I did predict them to get relegated, no doubt. But they who knows? They could prove me wrong. They could prove me wrong. But it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. A result, good result for Southampton. Not a bad result for West Ham either. Any points will be good for them because of the way they started the season. So for West Ham, next game for them would be against Liverpool next Wednesday. Ooh, you're looking forward to that game. Sunday, Wednesday game. You're looking forward to that? It's a lot of matches, man. West Ham are your bogey team as well.
Yeah, I said it a couple of weeks ago that I don't know where the next point is coming from, and
For Liverpool?
next
Nah,
week.
man, you guys will get points, man. Don't worry yourself. Don't stress out too much. West Ham are
I would
13th
mind
right
a
now.
clap it on Sunday. Yeah, talk about the world myself.
So listen, man. Southampton's next game is against
Yeah.
Bournemouth, followed by one against Arsenal. So big up to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys smash up the thumbs up button for the stream. Do appreciate you guys coming in here right now. So look, Lauren, we're gonna keep it moving. We're doing well, man. We're moving on to match 7. I can't believe we're doing this well. So look, the next game that we're going to talk about is a massive one. Massive, massive, massive game in terms of the Premier League. And it's going to be the game between Man United and Newcastle United. This one's huge. This one is definitely a huge one indeed. So, Man United 2, Everton 1. And Man United did beat Omonia in the Europa League 1-0, I think is the result that I saw there. I haven't watched any highlights for those games yet. I've been busy all evening, taking a nap, dealing with my boy Liam and getting the stream ready. There's a lot of preparation that goes into the streams, guys. So make sure like up the thing, show your appreciation, share it with a friend, subscribe if you're new. So look, Newcastle versus Man United. Well, actually, Newcastle's last game 5-1 against Brentford. Look, Newcastle's record against Man United across the last 10 is not great, but they do have 2 wins. Both wins coming at St. James's Park. So, and the draw that came, they picked up last season came at St. James's Park. But at Old Trafford, they have not been doing well. 4-1, 3-1, 4-1, 3-2, 4-1 are the most recent results. So definitely, it's going to be a test. But remember, Ryan, this is the new Newcastle we're talking about, not that old Newcastle under Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce got sacked by West Brom as well recently. So, not that West Ham United at all. This is the Eddie Howe West Ham United. Let me say West Ham Newcastle. This is the Eddie Howe. I said West Brom and it just threw me off. I don't know. Every time I talk West Brom, I say West Ham. I don't know why.
West Brom.
Yes.
I'm doing well in the championship too.
Wait, West Brom did the rings you guys out when they were in the Premier League the other day, man.
No.
Remember West Brom beat
last beat.
No, it was Chelsea. It was Chelsea they beat up. It was Chelsea. Yeah.
Last beat West Brom is Allison scored that head up take us in the Premier League.
That was that game. You know what, people? Oh, here we go, Dom, with an agenda against Liverpool. Ooh. Anyways.
Anyway, I'll get into it. No worries.
Look, man, Eric Ten Hag versus Eddie Howe for the first time. First match for Eric Ten Hag against Newcastle. This will be Eddie Howe's 11th game against United. He does have 2 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses. 54 all-time games. Newcastle have a poor record against United. 7 wins, 32 losses, and 15 draws. And at home, United have only ever lost once to Newcastle United, 8 draws and 18 wins there for the Red Devils. In terms of some news updates for both clubs, well, for Man United, Cristiano Ronaldo faced a multi-game ban for misconduct after last season's offense when he slapped the phone out the young Everton fan's hand, and it caused a big stir and all. He offered the Everton fan tickets to the games, and he said, "I don't want the tickets to no United game." Of course, United were garbage last season. So let's see if Cristiano Ronaldo will get banned. He said he's going to fight, defend himself, but I think he should get banned because that was actually unacceptable behavior. On Ronaldo, you got to be professional, you got to control yourself. You're not slapping the phone out nobody's hand. You know what I mean? So, look, for Newcastle.
Before you go, wait me that game. Ticket for Come United game?
Yeah.
How much ticket?
Maybe a few tickets, you know what I mean? Maybe a few Ronaldo jerseys as well. I would take the Ronaldo jerseys, you know what I mean?
You take a slap in your face for Ronaldo for a ticket and a jersey?
Not for the ticket, but for some memorabilia. Ronaldo could slap my phone out my hand anytime.
No, man, in your face.
Listen, Ronaldo could slap the phone out my hand anytime. Break up the screen with some memorabilia. I'll sell it and make some money, bro. So big up to Alan Martin for the £5 super chat. I'll be in England spending some pounds soon, you know what I'm saying? So my first trip to England. It's weird because usually when I travel, I'll have my suitcase packed already, bro. I haven't even packed anything, but I did go and buy me some hoodies. I bought like 3 fresh hoodies. I'm only over there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, So
what are you going to do? We're going to do. Anyway, we'll get to that after the stream. But big up to my bridging. If one of them come.
You could ask questions, you know what I mean? You could ask me whatever, you could ask whatever you gotta ask, you know what I'm saying? That's how I do my thing, I go off topic sometimes while I'm talking about games, so it's fine.
More kind of Newcastle game,
So look, Newcastle are exploring naming options for St. James's Park. You see, I told you. So Newcastle are looking at it, Spurs are looking at it, and I think Chelsea are also looking at it as well. So
Stamford Bridge, I don't know, bro. Like, if it's really, why I don't
later.
Change.
Why? It's iconic. I know. It's iconic. The name,
bro. Like, you don't mess with the name, bro. Come on, bro. Like,
But hear me out, though. It brings more money. It's
bring more money
in advertisement,
pocket, bro. A 4 final I go last year and not one good ball I will buy.
Well, maybe if you have a stadium name change, you'll have enough money to buy some.
It's more for going in pocket, bro. Come on, bro.
But it's their club, bro. They're gonna do anything to make money.
This is our club, bro. When they go, it's our, bro.
So big up to the obvious girl. Thanks for coming through. Glad you're going to see the game live, Dom. Indeed. Big up to Reese Hobbs, Eric Sewell, Paul Nova, Marcel, Very Lame Pichu, everybody in here right about now. Big up yourself.
Eric Soon, big up yourself, brother. If you want to go here, Dave. Big up yourself, Eric.
Thanks for coming through, people. Look, Ryan, like we were saying last night, we were talking, right? Yeah. We gotta really start bringing back the heat, man. You know what I mean? We take foot off the gas.
You that flap it up, man.
Yeah, we gotta bring back the heat because I see for real, bro. For real. We gotta bring back the heat, you know what I mean, and keep the feelings out of it.
No, you have to keep the feelings out, bro.
You have to keep the feelings
out. Go on.
Bro, everybody bring feelings in it.
No, bro. You have different feeling when the pressure get at you. I win the champion.
No, because listen, as my friend, you're supposed to be my shoulder to cry on.
No, that weird. That weird. Just like
you beat me up. You beat me up when I'm down, bro. I didn't expect that of you. That's all I'm saying, man.
Damn. The way I see a deal. Bro, the way I see a deal with Chen. Sometimes I see you and wake up and I see tweet. You just a tweet about Chen.
Bro, it's funny.
It's funny when you don't win the Champions League, bro.
It's banter, bro. Trent Alexander-Arnold is garbage at defending, bro.
All right.
As a defender, listen, man. As a
Damn.
defender, Trent is garbage.
Damn.
You know that.
Listen, me disagree to agree. Here we go, bro. You mash up the relationship because you know win the Champions League against Chelsea, and that was
the relationship na mash up, man. It's all good.
People. That man he can't take the heat, people. You hear me about to bring the heat?
No,
when we're ready to bring the heat, damn, you have to understand, say, you have to win the Champions League, you know, but you have to just be some consistent right now.
Listen, it's all good, bro, because look, in life, you live, you learn, you grow. You see what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
You grow. You know what I mean? So, yeah, me and my wife fight all the time, you know what I mean? Not we don't fight physically, but you know, we fight, we call each other things, and next morning we good. You feel me? So that's how relationships are, bro. Whether friendship, relationship, family, that's how it is. And that's why we're here right now. You feel me?
Why you think me and you? Why people them over Jamaica? The man them say the two person will compliment the most is Dominic Rich FC and JT Taylor. But when it come on to entertainment and bring out people, me know say me and you say alright, we're gonna rent out Anfield. Me and you can bring the whole arena in there and be entertainment.
Of course.
You understand?
But look, Ryan, let's get back to the game.
Alright.
Newcastle set to appoint Peter Silverstone as chief commercial officer, and he's formerly of Arsenal, you know. So Newcastle doing big things behind the scenes. Because, because they mean business. And from what I've seen, Newcastle last season bouncing back, and this season, listen, we got to keep our eyes on this team. This team could win a Premier League title within the next 5 years, bro. I'm telling you.
Listen, what Newcastle fans them was really pleased with the Newcastle owner. You see, they're building a new training facility for all the team from all age group level. Training at one facility.
Bro, that's what oil money does, bro. Why you think Man City is so good? It's oil, bro. Oil.
Off the field, they're doing a lot of stuff. The reason why them don't do no crazy thing this summer, they just taking their time, bro, because you have to do your thing very neatly, bro. You can't just
oil.
Yeah, oil money now bring the Champions League, though, bro. It'll take a look a while.
Don't worry yourself about the Champions League, man. It will come. So look, in terms of player availability for both clubs, Manchester United are going to this game without Harry Maguire, Brandon Williams, and Danny Van de Beek, while Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also out. Scott McTominay would miss the game, yellow card accumulation, while Martial is actually a doubt for this. For Newcastle, backup goalkeeper Carl Dollar remain out, injured. Jandra Shelby close to return, but he should be out. Matt Ritchie, Emil Kraft, and Alexander Isak is a doubt for this game. So players to watch for me, both teams, the two Brunos, man, Bruno Guimaraes for Newcastle and Bruno Fernandes for Man United. I think Bruno Fernandes has lost a lot of firepower and steam though. He does his thing, but he's not that prolific anymore. You realize that, right?
Fernandes?
Yeah, Fernandes.
Yo, them are waste, man, bro.
You know why? And you know why? When was the last time you see they got a penalty? They haven't got a penalty in a while, too. Yeah, man. Bruno Fernandes, man. And they started saving his penalties as well, too. So you got to figure out. I think Bruno Fernandes got figured out, man.
You see this Newcastle team?
What do you think about Guimaraes, though?
Good player.
And you know, when I see players like Bruno Guimaraes at Newcastle, I'm wondering why Liverpool never went in for them guys. Because you know why? At Leon. No. Because your midfield is garbage, bro.
No. Every player you just want to choke on Liverpool, bro. It's not
Bruno
everybody
Gimaresh.
understand that.
I'ma
They
make this
understand that to
statement.
play Newcastle, bro.
Let me make this statement right now. Bruno Gimaresh is better than Thiago at the moment. At this moment, better, more dynamic, and he will be better off in your team right now than Thiago Alcantara.
Bro, are you trolling now, bro?
No, I'm speaking facts. Bruno Gimaresh, bro. You haven't been seeing what this guy doing for Newcastle, right? Okay.
He's playing good, bro,
Bro,
but
the
come
man
on, bro.
scoring
No,
goals,
I told you that
assists, and he's
class,
contributing.
damn. This way you
Okay.
always a
Okay.
mix up, bro.
All right.
Class is permanent.
Okay.
Don't play around with class. Don't come tell me about farm, brother.
Listen.
Farm can get no, you need consistent. Class is permanent, bro. Why you always doing this, bro?
Why are you putting your neck on the line for Thiago though?
Bro,
That's what
because he's the man for
why?
Liverpool midfield, bro. What you talking about? Thiago starting at any team in the Premier League, brother. Me not ask,
Hell
tell me, I
to
tell
the
you.
no, bro. Hell out, get the hell out of here. But Thiago started any team in the Premier League, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Listen, keep all I gotta say. Let me say this. Keep playing him. Just keep playing him. That's why you're 10th in the league right now. Keep playing him. Anyways, let's get back to this game. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to this game. Don't want to get carried away too much. Prediction for this one, Ryan.
I'm going to Newcastle to win away from home. And I'm going with Bolton. Newcastle is flying right now. They have a lot of confidence in this Newcastle team. Man United play in the Europa League and they start almost the same team when I see they put out in the Premier League. And that Thursday, Sunday football going to catch up on United. And I don't see they beating this Newcastle team. Yes, when you look at Newcastle record away from home, it has been pretty decent. All right. They lost to Liverpool by 2-1. And they beat Fulham by 4-1. They draw with Overhampton 1-1, beat such and such. But I think Newcastle going to win this one. I think Man United with the Cristiano Ronaldo factor, I think they find it really difficult to break down the team in the Europa League today. They win by 1-0. All right. And I think Newcastle fresher than them, preparing for the week. I'm going to need a Newcastle to win 2-1. Newcastle, brave, confident.
All
Big
right.
upset this weekend.
Look, Newcastle's record at Old Trafford is poor. And I don't think, let me say this, I don't think they're going to lose the game. I like the way they look at Newcastle right now. Nick Pope in goal looks
Solid.
good. Batman Shaw in defense, they look good. You know what I'm saying? Kieran Trippier, just his dynamism, much better right back than Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course. And yeah, baby. Oh, I'm loving it, man. It's nice to have you back on here, bro. For me to hit you with these, you know. But Alan St-Maximin should be involved again, along with Bruno Gimaresh and Callum Wilson in the absence of Isaac. You know, would provide that firepower up top. Joe Willock playing well these days. Longstaff, all these guys playing well, man. So this Newcastle team is gonna go out there. They're gonna be hard to beat. We're gonna have goals in this game. And I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw for this one because with United, right, you know, you got to give him a lot of credit. Ten Hag has definitely looked a lot better than Solskjaer, more assured than Solskjaer and Ragnick. And, you know,
Haven't been tested, bro. When they play again.
No, but I'm saying, though, you got to give him credit. They beat you. They slapped you, bro.
Yeah.
Give them some credit, right?
Let's be fair. Hold on, brother.
I am being fair. I'm going for a 2-2 draw because look, they do have goal threats. Ronaldo, you know, Rashford,
but
Anthony.
Newcastle, that's the thing.
Well, hear me. Anthony has been doing well in you know, scoring in every Premier League game he's played in. You know, they have Jadon Sancho unlucky to miss out because those guys are playing very well. You know, even though they have a little problem in defense right now in terms of Varane and Maguire and them guys not available. Well, Maguire, probably a good thing he's not available. You know, they do have cover, and you got to give him that. De Gea in goal would always be a factor. You got to give him that. 2-2 draw, in my opinion. Newcastle does not play well at Old Trafford. I know this could be an exception, but I'm going to go for them to draw the game. 2-2. Which I think is a very, very fair result.
Yeah, I can see it go that way. I can see it go that way, but with United play most of them play in the Europa League. I don't know what they're trying to prove. And let's give United a lot of credit. They look much, much better. They bring in some good player, but they need time. They need more time. Casemiro get man of the match against Everton. They need a little bit more time, and you see that something is good going on at United. But if Martial could keep fit, this boy is like an egg, bro. Like, he's the proper number 9 for this system. Not Manu, not CR7, Rashford. Martial, I mean. But I think I'm going to that 2-2. You going to that 2-2, I'm going to that 2-1. I'm going to Newcastle to beat them over on the weekend.
Okay, fair enough.
No,
so, in terms of the next games for these clubs, Man United 15 points. Their next match would be against Tottenham. Massive game coming up against Wednesday on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
That'll be a big Wednesday.
Which Wednesday? This Wednesday.
Yeah, Liverpool playing West Ham, Tottenham playing Man United.
Yeah.
We were supposed to play Arsenal on a Thursday, but the game got postponed. And then Man United actually got Newcastle, Spurs, and Chelsea and then West Ham. Some massive games, man.
Yeah.
And not to factor in they just played Man City and Everton. So this will be a true test for Man United and see what metal they're made of this season. So in terms of Newcastle United are 6th so far this season. They're climbing up the table, and if they get points here, you could see them climb further in the table and continue their ascendancy. And their next game will be against Everton, followed by a matchup against Spurs. Newcastle are hard to beat. Liverpool did get lucky against them this season, but they're a hard team to beat, man. And I know because it was one of the most thrilling matches we've seen this season. 3-3 draw, Man City and Newcastle United back in August. So, look, 2-2 draw is my prediction. Let's move on to the next game. We got 3 more matches to talk about, Ryan. We ain't got a whole lot of time.
Bro, you have 2 more game leave, bro.
No, bro. We got the Chelsea game. We got the Arsenal game and the big one. So, okay. Listen, this is what we're going to do, right? Seeing because my wife might hit me up and say she's done with work pretty soon. Let's talk the massive game right now. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's not prolong it anymore because I don't want to rush through it. I don't want it to be the last game that we actually talk about. And let's talk about it right about now. So, Liverpool versus Manchester City. First meeting in the 2022-23 season. It's your boy Dominic Rich with Ryan LFC. We haven't linked up in a while, and this is an epic one. I'll be traveling to England to watch this game live. It will be my first ever Premier League game, and it's going to be one to remember. Memorable affair. So, right away, Ryan, I just want to know briefly how you feeling going into this match.
Well, it's Anfield. Virgil van Dijk haven't lost at Anfield for the entire Liverpool career. That's something that Liverpool can depend upon. City coming into Anfield, not the empty yard. So this is Anfield. It's going to be a totally different ball game. Yeah, recently we lost to Arsenal in the Premier League game. Bounce back against Rangers, not the team that a lot of people will give a lot of credit. But Salah scored the quickest hat-trick in the Premier League. I hope he can get a lot of confidence from
Champions League.
I
just want to make sure you get it right and know which competition you're in,
Yeah.
And,
no. You know,
I just want to make sure you know it's not Rangers you're playing.
No, I know that. You don't have to tell me. I know I play in the Champions League. I know it's a weak opponents. And I know it's English Premier League is a totally different game.
Okay.
But one thing, a lot of you guys, City fans, you can't expect Liverpool to come and lie down. and giving a 3 points. All right.
Okay, okay.
So,
Okay,
Burnley,
hold it. Don't give me everything you got right about now. You know, save some for when we talk the prediction, right? Save some because I know you're about to pour out your heart right about now, and when you're done, you're not gonna have any heart left when come Sunday. So look, in the last game, Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. And for Liverpool, Rangers 1, Liverpool 7, which would be a big confidence booster coming into this one. Man City 4, Southampton 0, and in the Champions League, 0-0 draw against FC Copenhagen after going down to 10 men. In terms of the last meeting between the two clubs, they actually met last season in the FA Cup semi-final. They met in the Community Shield as well, where Liverpool prevailed in both games, and in both Premier League matches last season, they ended in some thrilling 2-2 draws, right? And I'm hoping that we get a similar games, but I want one team to walk away victorious. The last season, those games were too good to be draws, right? And the back in 2021, that 4-1 loss for Liverpool at Anfield definitely lingers in their mind as well, and the
with no
4-0
fans,
loss
just put
as
that
well.
in. You haven't
So
Liverpool with fans.
no, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying because Liverpool, in terms of Premier League, let's just look at the Premier League recent meetings right here. You could see 2-2, 2-2, 4-1 to City, 1-1, 4-0 to Manchester City. So that means that Man City has not lost to Liverpool in the last 5 Premier League games, winning twice, drawing 3 times. Just keep that on your mind. Okay, just keep that on your mind. You are under pressure coming into this game against Manchester City, not me. All right, Mister Ryan. All right. So Pep Guardiola versus Jurgen Klopp. This will be the 26th meeting. Klopp does have 11 wins, 9 losses, and 5 draws. Pep 9 wins, 5 draws, 11 losses. Against Liverpool, 17 matches, 5 wins for Pep, 5 draws, and 7 losses. Against Man City, Klopp has a very good record, 10 wins, 6 draws, and 6 losses. All-time Premier League results, 50 games, 20 wins for Liverpool, 11 wins for Man City, most of them coming recently, of course, and 19 games have ended in draws. This is a massive game. This, I think, is one of the biggest fixtures of the Premier League. Some may say it's Liverpool, Manchester United, but I still think this one has definitely, outgrown the Liverpool Manchester United one. Look, that one has a lot of heritage, a lot of history, but this is the now. I think this is the now, and this is the game that everyone look forward to these days. Liverpool, Manchester City. Look, for some news updates really quick. For Liverpool, Luis Diaz will be out until after the World Cup, which I think is a massive, massive miss. Ryan, what you feel about this news though? Knee injury. All right, we lost Ryan. We lost Ryan momentarily there. I didn't even realize I was there, in my zone, but he should be back. But in terms of Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne has overtaken David Silva as the overall assist leader for Manchester City in the Premier League. 94 assists for Kevin De Bruyne, 93 for David Silva. So, look, in terms of player availability here, let's just run through that. For Liverpool, Luis Diaz, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Naby Keita, Oxlade Chamberlain, Arthur Melo, Joel Matip, all out injured, while Curtis Jones remain doubtful. For Manchester City, Calvin Phillips, John Stones, and Kyle Walker, 3 Englishmen would be absent from this game. The rest of the squad pretty fit and ready to go. So we do have Ryan back. We had a bit of technical difficulties there, and maybe Ryan's computer cranked out. What happened there?
Computer freeze, bro.
Yeah, because I'm dropping the heat, of course. Things like that will happen. So reboot and come again. But in the meantime, between time, I think you should use the phone for this one before your computer overheat, because I'm bringing in real heat here, man. Believe me, real heat. So look, we get to the section where um I'm gonna share my 11, my ideal 11 for this game, and I want you to share yours. I'm gonna, give my players to watch as well. I want you to share yours, and we're not gonna do a combine 11 right now, because we're gonna go down rabbit holes and argue, and Trent cannot get into the team. We're not gonna argue about that. Definitely not. And I know it will be fun, but round,
Let's run through it, man. Let's run through it. No
round
rabbit
bro,
hole.
no. Round two. I want to hear
Disagree
you.
to agree.
Okay. I want to hear your best 11. Okay, we'll do a short combine 11. What's your
Okay.
11 for this game?
Liverpool starting 11 or combined 11?
Liverpool started 11.
Alisson, Gomez, right back.
Mm.
Van Dijk. Robertson just came back. I think that's going to be too quick for him. But I will go with Tsimikas. Kanate playing alongside Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
Thiago, Henderson, Nunes up top, Bobby Firmino.
So,
Bobby Firmino as a player, the number 10. So it's a 4-2-3-1.
okay.
All right. Bobby Firmino play as the number 10. Jota
And Salah.
All
right. So you throw in all the big guns in. So what happened if you need somebody off the bench? What are you gonna do? Milner gonna come on, Carvalho, Elliott.
We have Carvalho. No, because we don't need to. We are gonna win the game. We are win the game before we need option.
Okay. So my 11, Grealish on the left wing. And I'm going in with Grealish because I don't want Mahrez to start this game. He was rubbish against Copenhagen. And Haaland up top, of course. Looking forward to the battle between Haaland and Van Dijk. And Konate, of course, but especially Haaland versus Van Dijk. Phil Foden, Liverpool's tormentor, over on the right wing. And it could be different. Who knows what Pep's gonna do? But I think that's gonna be the front three in this game. Midfield, Kevin De Bruyne, of course, must start. Bernardo Silva. Oh man, you know what he did to Liverpool the last time, right? Run rings around everybody, right? Okay. Anyways, Bernardo Silva and Rodri, the enforcer, in the pivot position. Rodri. I'm surprised you did not put Fabinho in your 11. What happened to the best defensive midfielder in the world? What happened?
No, because
what happened though?
We're playing Endo. We play Endo and Thiago in the whole in midfield. We need a little. If we need to change the formation, we bring on Fabinho. But he start against Rangers, and we're saving him for the second half of this game.
Nah, bro, I don't think that's a good idea. But look, in defense, Cancelo at left back. Ake. I'm going in with Nathan Ake as one of my center backs because of his pace, and his aerial ability as well. Even though he's not the tallest, he's good in the air. He'll help out Cancelo on the left side. And I'm going in for him over Laporte because Laporte just coming back from injury. So you don't want to, him to pull a hamstring trying to keep up with the likes of Salah over there on the right wing. Other side of the center back partnership there, Ruben Diaz, flying under the radar this season, but doing a great job still. And right back, one of the signings of the season, Manuel Akanji, slotting at right back and play that John Stones type role, because John Stones been playing right back well. And seeing that Kyle Walker's injured, Akanji, very intelligent. I think he'll and his defensive ability would deal with Jota and Firmino and these guys over there. Edison in goal. He got to learn to stop a little bit more of those shots, though. Shot stopping ability needs to improve
Poor.
big time. Very,
I've
very
been
poor.
telling you that long time, say, Allison,
But
we are ahead of him.
but his distribution is second to none. So that's where he's strong.
But as a goalkeeper, your main goal is to stop the ball from going
That
in the
is
back of
true.
the net.
That is true. That
And
is
that's
true.
why I'm have to sit on the bench for Brazil.
That's fine. That is fine. You know what I mean? But
Okay, let's run through the combine level quick and
look,
fast.
players to watch for me. Just players to watch, and then we do combine 11. For Liverpool, Mo Salah. Interesting to see what Mo Salah does coming off of the hat-trick against Rangers. Let's see if he could, replicate that form. Let's see if he could come on hot against Manchester City. Or let's see if he's going to fall asleep like he's been doing all season, basically, right? And Virgil van Dijk, he's come under some criticism as well. He's not been at his best. And it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with Erling Haaland. That's going to be a great battle to look forward to. For City, Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, triple threat. Liverpool got their work cut out for them. That's all I'm going to say there. Assist leader, goal, leading the goal scoring charts as well. Foden, he has assists, he has goals in him. So these players, I think, going to be a handful for Liverpool. Combine 11. Goalkeeper.
I want to tell you quick before we get into the combine level. All right. You see, Nunes is going to be a very handful for City in this game. I think Nunes played very well against Aston, one of our best player going forward. I think he have an okay game against Rangers. He get himself in form right now, scoring here and there. I think he's going to be a handful for the City defender. Remember what he has done to City, rough them up in the Community Shield, and I think he's going to play well, and I think he's going to score a double against City come Sunday.
Listen,
I think he's going to find the back of the net. He's in really confident right now, and he's a quality player. Club for just play him and make sure that he's getting the service. Once they're giving him the service, he will punish you. He's quick, he's skillful. After ball, he's going to be danger. And Liverpool fans now going to start believing him when he find the back of the net against City twice.
Let me say
Key
this.
player to watch.
Let me say this. If you're gonna use the Community Shield to gauge,
I'm not using.
anything,
You notice? Hold on.
No, I'm just saying. If you're gonna
No.
use the Community Shield,
Hold on,
know, bro.
You hear me talk about. You sure know you hear me talk about the Arsenal game. I'm talk about the Rangers game, and he has been playing fantastic in training.
First of all, you lost the Arsenal game.
It don't matter. You can take positive from it, brother.
I know that. Second of all, you played against Rangers. Darwin Núñez has been subpar.
I understand that, damn. Okay? Understand that. I understand that, and me, I go tell you this. A lot of Liverpool fans will surprise after in performance against this City team come
let me tell
Sunday.
You, I like Darwin Núñez, and it's not. I don't have nothing. It's not like I hate. I like Darwin Núñez when he was at Benfica. Darwin Núñez used to be linked with Man City before.
So what the difference? You don't like him now?
Darwin Núñez just have not lived up to the expectations as yet.
Yeah, but he need time just like any other player coming in the Premier League, that money.
Give him time. Give him time, indeed, yes. But we will see what happened. We'll see what happened this Sunday.
Okay.
He better show up. He better show up this Sunday because you're talking him up a lot. Anyways, combine 11. Goalkeeper. Allison, yeah. I agree with that. Center back pairing.
Van Dijk.
Yeah. Who next to him?
I'm going with I think some of your defender them just coming back. I think this boy that you guys buy from Borussia Dortmund for 19 million, I'm impressed. But I am just going with it. Yeah, man. But I wouldn't give him it. I would give Nathan Ake. He has been standout. He's less appreciated by the City fans. I know him want to win last summer. I think him start the season very good and to have Diaz on the bench, he's playing very good, and I don't think him get the credit to him deserve. He's a
Okay.
player that I think I'm going with him.
So
Nathan Ake.
you're going with an all Dutch centre back pairing. I can't agree with that. I have to still go with Ruben Diaz because Diaz is still solid, bro. When you see Diaz
All right.
don't
Oh, you're
play,
picking the team. You're picking the
no,
team.
you pick your team. I pick my. We just discuss. It's
Okay.
fine. You know,
So why not just pick one team, brother?
no,
Where
you pick.
that's a
No,
combine.
it's fine. You pick yours. I pick mine. That's it. You know what I mean? We're not gonna argue about who should be. It's fine. It's fine. I think most. I don't ever think I've done it that way, but when you think about it, that's the better way to do it. You see what I'm saying? So
No.
hear me out. You get yours out, I get mine out. You going with the all Dutch center back? I'm going with Diaz and Van Dijk.
All right. So let's go through it, and then we just come together, opinion and disagree, and just all right.
Right.
Your level, my level. Go ahead now.
Right. No, I'm just saying. No, I like the way we're doing it right now. Right back.
Okay. Right back. I'm going with Cancelo.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Even though he's been playing at left back, right back, is his main position, and he's been one of the best fullbacks in the
Very
league. I must say
dedicated player, man.
fullbacks. Yeah.
Very dedicated player.
You saw the goal he scored against Southampton, right? Wicked.
Yeah.
So we both agree with that one. Left back. Well, you gotta go with Tsimikas because
No, I'm not going Tsimikas. I'm going Robertson.
I'm going with Tsimikas. Robertson has been trash, bro. Let's not play no games here. Robertson has not been good, bro. You know what I mean? And with that injury, it didn't help. Tsimikas is a very underrated player.
I agree with you. Tsimikas.
Very underrated. You see some of those deliveries he be putting in the box. Tsimikas.
Yeah.
Tsimikas. I
The
first
grease
said
goes up.
he was an average player. He's a lot better now. Defensive midfielder. First of all, let's just say this. No Liverpool player should get into the midfield here above Rodri, De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva. Let's just say that right off the bat because I don't know who you're gonna put ahead of them.
No, I will give you that because Thiago just coming back from injured. I'm being fair.
And Thiago has not done enough, bro.
Come
on, man. He has not done enough.
Brother, it's you pick your team and you pick your team.
Okay,
I agree with you.
Okay, would you put Thiago in yours?
I agree with you.
Okay.
But
right,
I'm just saying Thiago just coming.
We move on. Forward. Okay. I'm gonna go with Salah, Haaland, and Foden.
I'm going with Nunes, Alan. I'm going with Nunes. I'm kidding.
You gotta be kidding. You really gotta be kidding, though.
I'm kidding. Let's be fair now. I'm going with Erling Haaland, Salah, and Diaz for me. I think Diaz one of Liverpool best player.
Diaz injured, bro.
No. Yeah, Diaz
injured.
Diaz injured. Sorry about that. Diaz injured. I'm going to Phil Foden. Phil Foden has been fantastic this season. Yeah.
Yeah, if Diaz, I would still put Foden over Diaz because of Foden's productivity. But Diaz, man, that's a big miss for you guys. That's a massive miss. Listen, we get through the fluff.
So,
prediction time. How you feeling about this game? What you think you're gonna,
Coming out for that Rangers result, and I know it's just Rangers, and I want to see Liverpool do well in this game. But with the likes of Manchester City is playing at this current moment, City haven't beat Liverpool with fans. But I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
So you going with another draw?
2-2.
So you go even with the form that you guys are in right now in the league.
Brother, this is a big game at Anfield. You expect Liverpool to sit and lie down and make City run over them?
Yes.
You're crazy, bro.
I'm going for a 3-1 win for Manchester City. Statement win. Erling Haaland will be amongst the goals. Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne. Liverpool will bag a goal. Maybe Darwin Núñez might run in behind, or Jota, Salah, one of them might run in behind and get a goal. Take a shot at Edison. He missed the ball or whatever. But I truly believe Liverpool are going to be beaten this Sunday. And my reasoning behind this, right? Look, you are going to lose the dynamism from the wing back. I don't want to say right back. I want to say the wing back of Trent getting the ball into the box.
No, Trent now play, bro.
Hear me out. You're going to miss it, I said. You're going to miss it.
Oh.
You're going to miss him in an attacking sense. What Gomez is going to give you is that defensive cover. But Gomez do have that mistake in him, though. He do have the mistake in him. And he could start doubting himself if, if he's been put under pressure as well. Not very good going forward, but we know he has his moments where he could distribute, some good balls as well. I know that. I just think Man City would have just too much attacking power for this Liverpool defense right now. Konate coming back from an injury, that's going to be, he's going to be scrutinized in this game. I think he should be targeted. Tsimikas, not strongest defensively. It's going to be rough. Van Dijk is under a bit of pressure as well, with Fabinho as an enforcer, not in the. I don't know. Maybe Klopp would start Fabinho, maybe, but let's see. It's going to be rough. It is going to be rough for Liverpool to beat Manchester City on the day. I'm not saying it's beyond the realms of possibility, but it's going to be a difficult task. And I'm just going for Man City to remain unbeaten, but pick up a win, statement win, like they did against Manchester United. Maybe not an embarrassing as of a result, but we win in that game. We're winning that game, especially coming off of that frustrating draw against Copenhagen. We saved Erling Haaland, especially for this game. We're winning this game. 3-1. Man City. Guys, share your prediction in the chat. We'll definitely appreciate that. Ryan, anything else to say?
No, I like your confidence still. I like your confidence, and why not? If you are in that position, I would be confident. I can't war with you or you're talking about Erling Haaland, but remember, leading up to this season, you say I'm going to score, and it would surprise he meet the best defender in the world. You still have problem, but good game is going to be a good game, and I hope Liverpool can come out on top. But let's see. You're talking about our defense, Trent, Gomez. I think with the attacking four, would give City something to think about, because if you realize when City team attack this City team, sometimes they can go into them shelf. And we at Anfield, the atmosphere going to up for us. And big game. This is one of our rivals. So don't come tell me about you're going to beat me 3-1.
Well, guess what? I'll be there, and I'll be there. I'm making sure when I get back to the hotel, the night, right? Once everything goes as planned and I get back to the hotel, I'm going to link you. We're going to do, I'm going to use my phone, and I'm going to test it out, and we're going to do a stream. We're going to talk about the game. All right?
100%, bro.
We're going to do something brief. Even if we do something offline and it's not live, we're going to talk about the game. And, let's see who come out on top. If it's a draw, it's a good result for both teams. If it's a draw, Arsenal fans are going to love it. Definitely if it's a draw. But I have a feeling we're going to win this game, man. We got too much, firepower
no
right
surprise
now.
at this game Liverpool start them season for. That may I tell you.
Okay, all right. You're very confident. But the thing is, I know you. I know you very well. How many times you predict Liverpool to lose this season?
A lot of ask Marcel down in the comment section.
You change.
Bro, I am not that fans will go crazy, bro.
I actually have a feeling. I have a conspiracy about Marcel. I think Marcel has been one of these guys that's been around a long time and just changed his name just from the things he's saying. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
no, Marcel has been supporting my channel for a long time. Even when we switched to Ryan LFC
No,
extra now.
but what I'm saying though, was he always Marcel?
Yeah. Long
Nah, I
time.
don't. But big up to Dane Richards in the house. Big up to Obina, the super chat
Danny
here.
Church is my first thing, man. Big up, Abina.
Obina says Liverpool tormentor Leroy is in Bayern Munich. Ain't scared of Foden, although the boy is a baller. We'll probably get beat 3-0 because of Henderson. Well, Henderson is thumbs down. Listen, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But anyways, listen, we got some prediction. 4-2 to City. 2-1 to the Reds. Of course, Marcel is a bit deluded. What else we got here? Any more predictions, guys? Drop it in the chat. Big up to Dark Horse, who says Liverpool in decline are just experiencing a rough patch. Maybe a mixture of both. Man. But look, Ryan, we got 2 more games to talk about. My wife hit me up. She said 30 minutes, so we do have some time, and we're gonna move on to the next games. But before we actually do, Liverpool are in 10th. They have 10 points after 8 games. Their next game will be against West Ham in the middle of the week, followed by a matchup against Nottingham Forest. For second place, Manchester City, 23 points, are only unbeaten team in the league. Their next game will be on the weekend against Brighton, as the game against Arsenal has been postponed, followed by a matchup against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. So look, this will be the first time I'm watching Manchester City play live. I hope everything goes well and I do get to go to the game, because I could plan to go to the game and then I get to England, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have a ticket as yet.
It's complicated. I'm going with someone. You understand? So, I didn't actually get a ticket for the game, but I'm going with someone. So, let's just hope everything goes well. If it doesn't, man, I'll just sit outside the stadium and listen to the noise,
I hope you get, bro. I hope you get it, bro.
Yeah,
Swear to God, bro.
I think I'll get in, man. I think I'll get in, But look, let us move on, man. Let's talk about the next game here. I'm glad we actually got that game out the way, so we could just wind things down with these rest games here. Where are they? Where's the Arsenal game? Leeds versus Arsenal. Let's talk about this one, for about a little 10 minutes here. We're gonna stay super, super, super long on this one. So yeah. So
Onto my computer, bro.
So wait, your computer crashed, man.
It just freeze, bro.
Let me ask you a question, right? Have you ever done any kind of maintenance on the computer, like delete like logs and thing, like like delete the memories? The memory be filling up, man. Yeah, the memory be fill. You know what? You need to do some searching on your phone. Why your computer freeze and how to clean up the computer. Did you get it unfroze?
Me just turned it off a while ago. It just go off.
So you turn it back on to see what happened?
Give it a look at time.
Well, I don't think it needs time. I think it needs to be cleaned up, man. That's what it is. But look, let's talk Arsenal versus Leeds United here. Let me just get that game. All right. So Crystal Palace 2, Leeds 1 for Arsenal, 3 to win against Liverpool. It actually feels good saying that though. I don't know why. It feels good talking about Liverpool taking L's for some reason. And Arsenal did pick up a 1-0 win against Bodo Glimt in the Europa League as well. So in terms of the last meeting between the two teams, Ryan, hear this interesting stat, right? From 2022 to 2004, Arsenal and Leeds, the last 10 games, Leeds have no wins. There's been 2 draws, one in the Premier League back in 2020 and back in 2011 when they met in the third round of the FA Cup. The replay, Arsenal actually won the game 3-1. So you can remember Eddie Nketiah went to Leeds on a brief loan spell as well recently. So Mikel Arteta versus Jesse March for the second time. Mikel Arteta with 1 win. Arteta versus Leeds, 5 wins, 1 draw, and a great record. So 28 all-time Premier League games, 15 wins for Arsenal, 8 for Leeds. 5 games have ended in draws. Leeds' home record against Arsenal is decent, 5 wins, 5 losses, and 4 draws. So look, in terms of some news updates for Arsenal, I didn't run into any. For Leeds, I didn't run into any either. So let's go into some player availability before we get to the prediction section. Stuart Dallas, Adam Forshaw, and Leo Hilde, along with Archie Gray, would be out for Leeds. Luis Sinister is back after suspension, and Junior Firpo remains doubtful. For Arsenal, Emil Smith-Rowe, Mohamed El Neni, and Alexander Zinchenko should miss out on this game. Players to watch for me: Arsenal, Saka, Jesus, Odegaard, Martinelli. Quadruple threat right there, man, if there was any. And for Leeds United, I'm going to actually go for the whole team because, look, they need some quality performances. Let's just go back to the recent form and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about right here. They have not won in any of their last 5 games. They need to pull things back, and I think it could only take a team effort along with a few individual brilliances for them to get back on track there. But it's not the right team to play at the moment. Not the right team at all. Ryan, what's your prediction here?
Yeah.
You're back. You're back.
Yeah, man, I'm back, brother. I actually go change my webcam and thing, So I buy some new webcam and thing.
Well, your webcam looking good, bro. Your webcam looking as good as Arsenal right now. And, just be careful you don't freeze up again, bro, because, you got to clean up some things on the computer.
Yeah, just tell me, say, the computer full a while ago.
Exactly. So did you clean up anything?
No. I just turned it on back.
Nah, you gotta clean up some things, bro. You know what I mean? You try emptying your recycle bin?
Damn, I know nothing about that, brother.
Well, I gotta teach you some things, man. But you should have stayed on the phone though. Let me know your prediction before you crank out again, bro.
No, for me, I think Arsenal has been fantastic. I want to make sure that I give the Arsenal team the credit and the Arsenal fans the credit they deserve. They has been fantastic, make some great signing in the summer window last season, last 3 games. They have it. They buckle it, as we call it, in Jamaica. You know what I mean? But made a few signing in the summer. Give them that extra boots to go again. Arteta doing a fantastic job. If you look at how they're playing, similar to City. They're playing similar to City, and definitely expect Arsenal to come out on top. When you look at the record for this Leeds United team, 3 loss, 2 draw, that's not good enough. After Leeds United start the Premier League so well, win their first 3 games in the Premier League, and to see that they're going into a patch. Jesse March, new coach to the Premier League, when last season saved them relegation. So, been around Leeds United, but I think this Arsenal team is too good. Making so many change in the Europa League will definitely give them the boost, the confidence to come into this one. I think Arsenal will pick up another double. Their fans will get on top. Say they're going to win the league and all of these stuff, but when you look at the type of football that Arsenal play, people, the tiki-taki, counter when they don't have the ball, they're just looking great, bro. And I just like this Arsenal team of fans, man. Like Smith-Rowe, that one that been out for a good look a while to come back in. But of all the persons, Shaka has been fantastic in the midfield. Partey, one of the most important players for this Arsenal team. They has been fantastic. When they look up top, that Jesus just came in for Arsenal. Looking good. How they play, like, like the City team that played 2 years ago. That hard to cope with this Arsenal team there. Jesus come going on the wing, going on the left hand side, going on the right hand side, going down the mirror. You have Saka come inside. Sometimes you have my favorite player on this Arsenal team is this young man that play for Brazil. I hope Brazil take him to the World Cup. I think he's just gifted. That would have
Martinelli.
Martinelli, man. The man roast, man. Cook up chin. Yo, man. Yo, brother. Yo, man, I like that. The man cook up chin, bro. Chin
Yeah,
fake ninja and come out, bro. The man put chin. When they put them in a pressure cooker, brother.
yeah.
Man, pressure
So
chin, brother. But, yeah, man, I think Arsenal going to win this one, bro. I'm going to that 3-1 victory for Arsenal. After Jessica start the season and banging from Chi. But I think this Arsenal team, man, winning the Europa League, they're young. They win, man. They win
you
this one.
you think
3-1.
that you think Arsenal's gonna win the Europa League?
No.
Or you mean they win? They pick up a win in the Europa
Yeah, they
League?
pick up
Okay.
a win, but they don't have the strength on them. I don't think they have much better team. Like Barca will drop down, Inter Milan will drop down there. Atletico Madrid will definitely be down there. You have so many better team than Arsenal players. While but
Yeah.
performance wise, meaning consistent, Arsenal has been good. But
So
I don't think they have the one thing I kill this Arsenal team. Not much experience, level-heading player in there.
yeah. So Mourinho did say the failed sharks of the Champions League are coming to the Europa League. So you're doing
Yeah,
well
Roma
down
in
the.
Roma in the Europa League. So yeah,
Yeah. So look, Ryan, look, Leeds, they started hot, they fizzle out, lately. And I think they need some inspiration, man. Players need to step up and actually, do something. They had Rafinha who used to do that for them. They need guys like Rodrigo to get back scoring. The former City man there again. What's his name? Jack Harrison. He needs to step up. Brendan Aronson. These guys need to, Patrick Bamford need to find his form again, like his first season back in the Premier League. So Leeds, I think, even though they're at home, they do show some promise. They're gonna struggle in this game against a very, informed Arsenal team. Only one loss this season against United, and they've won everything else. Basically, they've won everything else in the Europa League and in the Premier League. They haven't drawn any games. They've won everything. So, and I think they're gonna win this one. Clean sheet, 3-0. They're just too good going forward. Jesus, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli. Partey and Xhaka in the midfield look good. And something that we haven't been talking about enough is their defense, though. Saliba and Gabriel, Ben
yeah,
White.
suspect.
Yeah.
He's the suspect in the
You
Arsenal.
know what I think? You know what I actually think Mikel Arteta should do? Whenever the left backs are fit, play Tierney at left back, play Ben White, and play Saliba at centre back, and play Tomiyasu at right back.
Yeah,
That's the team. That is the winning formula there. Because Gabriel now should be playing in the Europa League because he has
mistake in
a
him.
mistake every single game. He makes a mistake every game. You
Yeah.
see what I
He's
mean?
like he's like the new lovering on the block, bro.
Well said. Well, good comparison.
Yeah, bro. He's like he's playing. He will play 95 minute good and 91. The last minute he made a mistake. Like he just cannot focus, bro. Like he have to make a mistake. He's a good player, but he have a
Yeah.
mistake in him. But I think he should become can you imagine Arsenal say, listen, Liverpool, all are 80 million. Give you Van Dijk. Can you imagine what Van Dijk could I do for this Arsenal team, bro?
Well, let's see. You never know. You never know. Van Dijk might want a challenge and leave Liverpool, so you never know though. But look, 3-0 to Arsenal is my prediction, guys. Let me know your prediction in the chat. Definitely appreciate that. So first place, Arsenal. They do have 24 points in the league right now. In terms of the next game, they will face PSV Eindhoven. Actually, yeah. The game against PSV would be in place of the Man City game, and that game was postponed because of the death of the Queen, right? I think that was why. And then Southampton, they do face Southampton on the road, followed by PSV again, then Nottingham Forest in the league. Then for Leeds United, you got to go all the way down to 14th. They do have 9 points. And their next game after the Arsenal affair would be against Leicester City, followed by Fulham, then Liverpool. So, Ryan, last game today, bro. And that's the game Aston Villa versus Chelsea here. And you can see that very historic fixture in the Premier League. Big game. Stevie G coming up there against Graham Potter. You know, let us talk. Let us talk about this. Let's land the plane, though. You know, we haven't done too bad. I think we went on a little too long. Ryan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, your video got cut out. That's why. So, yeah, let's just, land the plane with this one. Ryan, appreciate. You see, Ryan?
Yeah.
Even though I only, I wanted you to come out for the Liverpool game. You came out for the whole thing. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. No
You know
respect,
what I'm saying?
brother.
Good to have some company from time to time, you know.
Bro, you make me have money in my pocket, bro. So, what I'm saying, brother, you give me a lifetime opportunity, bro. So, yeah, talk about, brother.
All right. I like that.
Lifetime opportunity, this brother. Never
like that.
forget this, brother.
So,
you build a champion, brother. How many man say him build a champion, brother? Yeah.
All right, let's not get carried away here, please. Let's talk Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Last game, Nottingham Forest 1, Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 3, Wolves 0, Chelsea 2, AC Milan 0. Chelsea doing well on the Graham Potter right now as we speak. So in the last game, 3-1 win for Chelsea on the road, 5-4 win for Chelsea as well in the third round of the Carabao Cup in 2021. And Chelsea, a 3-0 win against Villa as well. So they actually did the league double against Aston Villa last season. Villa did, however, pick up a win against Chelsea back in 2021. And actually, the previous season, they went unbeaten against Chelsea, 1-1 and 2-1. But before that, all Chelsea. All-time Premier League results, 54 games, 13 wins for Villa, 13 draws, 28 wins for Chelsea. Graham Potter versus Aston Villa, 6 losses in 10, 2 draws, 2 wins. And against Steven Gerrard, 2 L's, never won against Gerrard. And Gerrard, with 2 wins against Potter, has lost his only game against Chelsea so far. I know it's a lot of information to digest, but, gotta hit you with it same way, Look, in terms of some news updates for Villa, no news updates. For some reason, though, there's always something on Chelsea, though. There's always something fresh. So, N'Golo Kante has an injury setback, hamstring, and will now be out for the next 4 to 5 weeks. Sad.
Missing the World Cup.
His World Cup participation is actually in doubt because of this. Also,
most of the France played him.
Yep. Joe Shields' deal to join Chelsea has been completed. He will join as the co-director of recruitment and talent. Could be as many as 4 more appointments on the sporting side, which will include Christopher Vivel joining in a technical director role. So Chelsea doing some back of the house work there, getting some people, new chefs in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Also, Chelsea look to complete the Christopher Nkunku deal before the World Cup, and they're looking to work on Joško Vardiel, deal as well. That might come for the winter. And they are looking to fork out 100 million euros for Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund as well. So Chelsea want Bellingham, Liverpool want him, Real Madrid want him as well. So, you know what I mean? Bellingham, in high demand right now. Man City might just go in and scoop him up. You never know. The player might have to choose. The player might have to choose like Erling Haaland,
Bro, the man father is a Liverpool fan. He's a Liverpool fan. He's coming to Anfield, bro.
As a matter of fact, you know what? You guys could have him. We'll take the brother. The brother, upcoming as well.
We'll have a brother too?
Yeah, he has a little brother.
Play for who? Play for?
I think he's still at Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Birmingham,
Yeah,
Birmingham is coming. Birmingham boy, man. Liverpool,
yeah,
man, close to Liverpool. One thing,
yeah.
one love, you know, better.
So look, man, Ryan, how you feel about a lot? You listen. I'll be going to Liverpool before you have ever gone to Liverpool. You should not. You shouldn't make
But
that
yeah,
happen.
you don't know if you are going to the stadium.
That are nothing. Me, I go to Liverpool still.
It no matter if you don't go to the greatest stadium, bro.
Listen,
You're the outside, bro.
listen. I'll be touching Manchester. I'll be staying in Manchester, and then I go over to Liverpool. It's all good. It is all good, man. I'll let you know what the experience is like. You know, I'll live for you and me. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do it. So look, Ryan, player availability. Boubacar Kamara out for Aston Villa. Ludwig Augustinson, Luca Dean, Diego Carlos, and of course your reggae boy Jamaican finest
Bailey,
Leon Bailey
Bala.
is a doubt. He's a doubt. For Chelsea, N'Golo Kante, Wesley Fofana are out, while Hakeem Ziyech and Reece James are doubtful for this match. Players to watch for me, Aston Villa, Tyrone Mings and Ezri Konza, I think they'll be tested. While for Chelsea, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Jamaica's finest as well, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, so what's your prediction for this one though as we land the plane on today's stream?
Gerard, sorry. I want to see you succeed, but you're going to lose this game and you're going to in serious trouble because the Villa fans is calling for your head to be sacked. I think it was soon to leave. A nice, well,
Nice job at Rangers.
yeah, you could have stayed there and build a few more years and look there, they're playing a Champions League, they're playing a Europa League to build up your resume, build up your confidence, to learn on the job, but still learning on the job, but going to Villa, spend a lot of money, not you, but Villa spend a lot of money, and I think they want someone who have more experience in that hot seat. And I don't think you know your best level, bro. You are be a part of that. Gerard, they change up your team too much, bro. And as a Liverpool fan, that you is the one who make me support Liverpool. You is my favorite player of all time. But bro, you don't know your best 11, bro. And Chelsea going to win. Chelsea under their new manager, they playing some good attacking football. No Chelsea look like Chelsea. No me like how Chelsea play football.
Yeah,
Chelsea going to be very dangerous under this new manager, and it's starting already. Back to back defeat, that back to back win in the Champions League against a very good AC Milan team. Man,
well said, well said.
Chelsea win. Chelsea to win. Chelsea. 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 Chi Chelsea.
Like you had a girlfriend back in Jamaica named Chelsea or something. What's going on here?
Chelsea. No, man.
Memories.
One girl, it's
Memories.
one nice girl. Nice brown girl that you just go high school. She named Chelsea, brother. The girl
Ex-
sweet, bro.
Exactly. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm telling
But
you
but
about.
she never that give me. She too pretty, bro. Them pretty girl they not talk to me back them time.
Yeah, but no, if you tackle it, you success, right?
I want to tell you too.
Success
Yes,
rate 100%.
100%. When them go and look for me, kids, and when them go look on when me achieve, bro. Crazy thing, brother.
So look, man, I'm going for a Chelsea win as well to keep a clean sheet 2-0. They're looking very assured at the back where Potter now he knows his best 11. That's what Potter's gonna give you. At Brighton used the least amount of players this season is because he don't use a lot of players. He know his 11. He gonna switch up one or two players, and that's where you're gonna get consistency from him. And when needed in different competition, he's gonna bring in the odd player. But
Capo back in for the number one starter.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
Because
Kepa.
Mendy between me and still Mendy always make some look a stupid mistake, bro. Since
Look,
him always him another goalie have a mistake in him, brother. But
I feel kind of sorry for him because Chelsea fans hype him up. You know, he won Europa, not European. He won UEFA goalkeeper
he's a
of
good
the
keeper,
year.
man.
Imagine that, right? Imagine he won goalkeeper of the year, and look at where he's at right now. Look at that.
Yeah, but damn, we have to remember still, the type of football that um
He makes some stupid mistakes, man. That was I think that was Aronson. I was Aronson took the ball away from him and scored, right? He always making these stupid mistakes, man. So
the right goalie for Potter, man. Potter believe that to be load from the back, and Mendy is not the greatest goalkeeper
yeah.
with playing
You
out.
know what? You gotta give Kepa a lot of credit too, because what he went through, that's tough, man. That is tough. From being the world's most expensive goalkeeper to being on the bench for a whole season under Tuchel. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Oh yeah. See what you're saying.
You ever hear them say, me is a hard man for them, Dominic.
Yeah.
Them kick me down, them put me down, them spin me down, I'm a bounce back right.
You ever hear this? Patience is a virtue.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Patient, you get the right girl to marry to, bro.
Oh, you ever like a girl back in the day, right? Or even like her, and she not paying you no mind, and you just be patient. You didn't cuss her and call her no names, and eventually she just fall right in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Patience, bro. Patience, man. So one of the virtues. Anyways, I'm going for Chelsea to score 2. Look, Aubameyang seems like he's gonna get rid of the number 9 curse at Chelsea. Since Drogba left, no one has really filled the role properly. And it seems like Aubameyang now scoring for fun. I think he got 3 now. He's enjoying football yet again. I think he missed England. He's back in the league. Had a little stint at Barcelona, did well. And, he's at Chelsea. And I think that is what Chelsea were looking for in Lukaku. But Lukaku went and did a stupid interview, so he's at Inter right now, injured. But look, Chelsea, you have Mason Mount playing a lot better. They have a lot of talent. Conor Gallagher, Amanda Brozier, Havertz, Ziyech, you name. Chelsea stacked up. Chelsea's a stacked up team. Big up to Koulibaly, one of my favorite players. Too bad he didn't come to Man City. I would have loved him. Man City actually went in for Koulibaly, right?
Yeah, but thank God, no, bro, because you get somebody young and you have him for near 10
But
years,
listen, bro, I would have loved Koulibaly, man. Koulibaly is a beast. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? But
bro.
You see, he didn't, his time on the Tuchel wasn't that good either. He didn't, you know what I mean? So, anyways, bro, it was fun. I gotta go pick up my wife right now. 2.5 hours. We could have do better. We could have hit it off better, but still, we're not gonna do this every week. So,
Yeah, watch it. Me I watch Nick and him Monday. The man him say right now, formula. The people them ask him how long your video supposed to be. 1 hour and 30 minutes. 98% people watch out them video from 1 hour to 30 minutes. After that,
them live stream, right?
Yeah, but because when you upload it, you want to make sure that people are watch it out. But that's how YouTube push it. Me I watch and learn, so all my Jamaican thing them 2 hour and 3 hour there, if it's necessary.
Yeah.
1 hour 30 minutes.
I actually want to do a live stream. I actually want to just stream for about 10 hours of just talking football, man. World Cup pretty soon,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something like that pretty soon. So I am planning to do like a marathon stream. So I'm gonna link you so you could come on and talk about Jamaica chances in 2026. I'm gonna link a couple more people, you know what I'm saying, and have like a discussion. Listen, man, I've been on a little break. I've been focusing on other things. I'm still here. I'm still consistent, man. You know what I mean? I'm not like Poet and Vooge, disappear.
Them disappear?
I haven't seen nothing from them in a long time, though. Do they still make videos?
I don't know. I think Poet, my boy, I work for some other people. I see the other day across the internet.
Oh,
can't remember where.
Maybe they on some channels, that talk lifestyle and stuff like that. Yeah, but I haven't seen any content from these guys in a long time, man.
What's
But
your favorite vlogger you're watching now?
I'm actually, not any football stuff I'm watching right now. I'm just watching other stuff, man. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Deep diver.
these
Deep
guys
diver.
these guys haven't uploaded in about 4 months. They uploaded 4 months ago, so it just shows how important it is to be consistent. So if you're not, even if you're not dropping bangers, as long as you show up and talk the football, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yo, Ryan, it was nice doing this. Big up to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It was a fun one. Covered all 10 games. We talked Liverpool, Manchester City. And Ryan, I'm gonna actually remind me to send you the clip tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, before I fly out. You have to remind me before I fly out though. So
What are you flying out?
7:30. So I'll be at the airport for around 6 o'clock, Yeah.
Early. How long the flight from England?
Flight is 7 hours. But the thing is, the time moved forward. So when I go over there, instead of getting over there around like 2 a.m., I'll get there at 7. And then when I come back, I'm going to leave at 7 and I'm going to get over here like at 9. So it looks like it's taking 2 hours, but it's actually 7 hours. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But big up everybody. Big up Tanya Kishner in the house, Marcel,
Big up, man.
Albert, Paul Nova, everybody who came through, man. Appreciate you guys. Liverpool versus City this weekend. Arsenal,
Massive.
Leeds, Chelsea, Villa, Man United coming up against Newcastle. Your boy Ryan LFC. I have to drop his link in the description. Subscribe to both the channels.
See link in the comment section there. I just drop it in the comment section. But yeah. And I wish you all the best. I hope things work out for you. You can get a ticket.
No, everything sort, man. Everything sort out, man.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we go link, man. Let me go pick up the wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up.
Yeah, I got work early in the morning. I gotta wake up for 4:30.
When?
4:30 in 4 hours. I gotta be up to go to work.
So what are you leaving for the game?
Oh, no, I mean I go to work. I get off at 1 o'clock though.
Oh, 1 o'clock
no,
night.
Today, and then I leave 7 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, man. So peace, guys. From your boy Dom, Ryan LFC. We'll link back up. We'll do this again soon. Until next time, peace out. Rich
Good.
Squad. Peace.